as the ocean spray gently laps across all of your faces. You'd all start to come to consciousness, feeling the motion of a boat under you as it is rapidly speeding towards some unknown destination. All of you very slowly and painfully start to open your eyes, look around, see that you're aboard some kind of fishing vessel. And everyone you're seeing seems to be in a similar state of confusion, of pain, of grogginess. And there is simply a sign or the middle of the boat that just says, read the note in your pocket. Each of you, whether it's a breast pocket, a pants pocket, whatever it is, you'd find a letter. Congratulations! You've been selected to participate in Deathmatch Island. Winning will mean fame, freedom, and unlimited wealth. You may be experiencing some confusion and memory loss. This is normal following the selection and recruitment process. It's important that you do not panic. Look around you. These fellow competitors are your team. You might like to try some icebreakers. Trust and good teamwork are crucial to victory. In 2 minutes, phase 1 will begin. In this phase, you will explore the island, completing challenges, acquiring resources, and meeting the other contestants. Alliances will be formed and threats will be eliminated. At the end of phase 1, the klaxon will sound 3 times. This signals phase 2, the Battle Royale. Only half of the remaining competitors will survive this phase. The survivors will progress. The rest of the letter seems to be blacked out, redacted, if you will. The final line, good luck, competitors. Remember, play to win. I'm going to pass it over to all of you as you're all starting to wake up, getting to your feet. What would you all like to do?
Well, geez. It sounds pretty serious.
Well,
You
no
think
shit.
Yeah.
Does anyone know what a klaxon is?
It's a big horn.
Well, I understand, but what sound should I be hearing when it goes off? Is it like a toot toot or a wooga or?
You heard a tornado siren before?
I guess once or twice, but no, really.
Similar.
You'll know it when you hear it.
Okay, well.
Let's hope he does.
Or, one less competitor.
Well, normally this would be where we would do icebreaker questions, but we are doing the one-shot version of Deathmatch Island because the standard game is quite a bit longer than would fit within a one-shot period. So, 6 here. I'll just discount the 6 and re-roll it. You all should have the conversation prompts. And you know what? Why don't we? I don't need to roll. What do I need a dice for? Why don't we start with Lionel there? Looking around at your fellow competitors, why don't you choose one and ask them one of those questions?
Where are the questions?
On a separate PDF.
I only seem to have one PDF. Give me a moment.
There's 2.
There are 2.
Yes, right there. Trust building questions. There you go.
Thank you. Okay.
Thanks, Derek.
Rule of threes. Yeah, pick somebody, and then I guess you gotta answer the question.
Who you want to pick?
Let's go with Vesper.
What's your question?
I'm delighted. Ask away.
Tell me about a time you broke the law.
So many to choose from.
I know that's
Right.
a loaded question right there. Tell me a time when you broke the law. Give me a law, and I'll tell you whether I broke it or not.
You ever killed anybody?
With a weapon or hands or what?
Anyway.
I think that's up to you, yeah.
Yes.
For everyone watching and for everyone watching on YouTube later, during the trust building, basically everyone has a chance to choose another one of their allies, ask them one of the trust building questions, and then whoever gets the question has a chance to create a flashback, a memory that they can kind of keep in their pocket and use later and be like, hey, in this flashback, I talked about how I was able to, hotwire a car. So then in the challenge, if you ever had a chance to hotwire a car, you could spend that flashback and get advantage. So, Vesper, what memory would flash in your mind as you were asked if you've ever killed anyone?
Oh, it's more of a subtle way. It wasn't outright intentional in the beginning, but they just darn right pissed me off. And it wasn't too hard to trip them up and push them in front of a car and walk away like nothing happened.
And as the producer, you have to imagine that in this scene, Vesper is sitting in one of those confessional booths, talking about this memory, and everyone at home would see the camera pan over as people are screaming and trying to rush to help this person. But you do see a photographer dressed in very plain clothes, a plain hoodie. They're not taking pictures of the accident. They're clearly taking pictures of you. And Vesper, why don't you choose someone, ask him a question?
Let's see. Let me pick. Let me pick the waitress.
Hazel
What's
can I
St.
do you for?
James.
Yeah.
What's your
Well,
question?
tell me about the greatest disappointment in your life.
Hmm. I think greatest disappointment. I mean, it's hard to pick, you know. I think the time I moved out to the big city, everybody wants to do it. Everybody who grows up not in the big city. I don't know. Was expecting more adventure. Was expecting, I don't know, that main character energy. And it doesn't happen the way you think it would. So, very mundane answer. I'm sorry I haven't, committed any particular crimes that are exciting and fun, but
On that bus ride into the big city, as you're hopping off, caught up in the enormous buildings, the thousands of people, just the bustling life that exists here, you'd see someone that you can only assume is a tourist, just kind of taking pictures of the scenery. And there's one point where you swear that they turn to you, clearly snap a few pictures, and then kind of disappear into the crowd. Hazel, why don't you pick someone? Ask him a question.
Alrighty. Let's see. Dorian, is it?
Yes, hi.
Hi. Hello. Sweetheart. How's it going?
Oh, I'm real excited to start the competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be real fun.
Yeah, it should be a good one. Tell me about a time you almost died.
Oh, well, you're working with animals. It happens more often than you think.
I'm sure it
Well,
does.
yeah. Well, you see, there was this particular time we got a real aggressive rescue type, but it's a shameful thing. Like, animals can get in that state where they're just really agitated at anything. And well, I tell you, we had to go out and get them off the property, and well, darn thing really did knock me over. Almost got my throat. That's why I got this little scar right here. Managed to get a tooth in, but poor sweet thing, had a little second-hand change of heart, and I suppose that harness we threw on it didn't hurt either. But I guess, that's the closest I've ever been to dying. He says, every day you're living's kind of like a threat.
Life is its own threat. And the camera would pan over, seeing that the rest of the rescue staff is immediately charging towards you to try to help you, clearly terrified for your life.
Hmm.
And in the background, unnoticed by anyone, see a figure, very plain clothes, just snap a few pictures, disappear into the crowd. Or pick someone, ask a question.
Well, I think we haven't heard from August Bates, and Mr. Bates. Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Dorian. Well, you seem a very charming person. Why don't you tell me about a time you were charming? Who'd you impress and how?
Well, and August is literal description beefy, but like tries to fold in on himself. He does not want to be beefy, but he kind of shrinks down. Well, I like to think my wife would have been charmed by me. I spent a lot of time getting to know her when she worked at the coffee shop. I don't even really like coffee, but she worked there, so I came in every day and would get some coffee and ask her about her day and things. And I figured out, what she liked and where she wanted to be, and spent a lot of time kind of planning our first date together to make sure that we got to do the things that she wanted to do. So I think she was pretty charmed by me. We were married for a couple of years, so I think that worked out pretty well, I would say.
Oh, well, now I want to ask what happened, but I'm going to leave you to your piece. That's something that, always want to be scratched at, but I'm sure they still care about you, and we're going to get you out of here and right over to them. Once the show's over, I bet they're going to see you and they're going to say, well, hey, made a big old mistake there. Gotta go give them a call.
I don't think that's going to happen, but I appreciate your optimism.
Oh, all right, Dan.
Yeah. I mean, where did you go for that first date?
We went to a natural science museum.
Plenty of people there, taking pictures, just enjoying the scenery. And amidst all of those photographers, someone does just quickly turn, snap a few pictures of you, and disappear.
And all of the
Pathfinding
pictures,
Adventures.
August.
Thank you so much for the raid. We love you so much. Thank you for sharing your community with us. We are playing Deathmatch Island with all of these lovely characters. This is Hunger Games, the TTRPG, and it's going to be incredible. Well, August, there's only one competitor that you haven't heard from. Why don't you ask old Lionel there a question?
Hey Lionel. They said I had to come in and get to know people. So I'm trying to do that. Hope your day is pretty okay. You seem, pretty even keeled, maybe? I don't know. What's the angriest you've ever been?
Fuck you, kid. Oh, the angriest I've ever been. The angriest I've ever been was probably I had a client, and I have a certain level of clientele that comes to the shop, and this person came in and had the audacity to demand a haircut from me that would not work for their face, would be totally unflattering. And when I gently suggested that maybe they don't want to look like, the reverse Bob, I'd like to speak to your manager, they proceeded to try and trash my shop. So I trashed their face.
Oh, you've been in scraps before.
Oh, I don't scrap, honey.
Okay. And August will back up very slowly to the other side of the boat, sit down, watching Lionel the whole time.
I mean, of course, when the fight breaks out, social media being what it is, people need to record it. They need to get this for, their 5 minutes of fame, their, 100 likes, whatever. And amidst all of the people that start recording this, there is just one individual, very plain clothed, that just snaps a few pictures and just disappears. And that brings us to today, where the boat ride gets closer and closer to this surprisingly tropical looking island. The hot sun is absolutely beating down on you all, not a cloud in the sky. Sweat starting to build as you've kind of been just laying out here in the sun for who knows how long. Thankfully, there is a cool, slightly salty, slightly bracing breeze that passes through. You can hear the sound of parrots squawking from the nearby trees. And as we approach the beach side, you do see dead competitors, most likely. People in uniforms much like yours, covered in flies, just left out. And I'd ask one final time before this boat makes landfall, is there anything that any of you would like to do?
Just gonna take a little peek over the side of the boat to see what I ate today.
Is there any sunscreen? This sun is not doing anything for my skin.
Looking around, you have literally nothing.
I've only been on a boat like 3 times because I'm afraid of the water. Are these like the little boats where like the seats are just like wooden planks? Is this like a big boat? Are we on a yacht?
It's not quite a yacht. It is a fairly large fishing vessel, but like the cockpit area has kind of been refitted so that the windows are tinted to the point where you can't see inside them. The door itself is like boarded off and sealed. There's no way below deck. You are stuck above deck on this ship.
Is there anything that I can break off to have as a whomping stick?
There's not a single thing unless you had power tools.
Okay.
I got these guns.
I'm a beefy lad.
I believe my descriptor that I was given was muscular. So I think the two of us we could try to do some damage.
Yeah.
Especially if I see August walking around looking at stuff like that. Absolutely on the same boat.
I mean,
Well-
there are dead bodies on the island.
Literally.
I feel like we need to be prepared.
At the very least, like looking around for, if not weapons, like are there cameras on this boat? Are there, are there hidden mics? Like just getting the lay of what are the vibes here? Get the lay of the land.
The boat
Or the-
seems pretty plain, actually.
Hmm.
But it does eventually make landfall. You hear the sounds of other survivors, other contestants in the not too far distance in a fishing village, just right off of the beach. The concrete jetty that you land at connects to a little tarmac road, as well as about a dozen or so weather-beaten buildings. There's small wooden houses painted in faded pastels, windows boarded up, and an overpowering scent of rotted fish, salt water, and smoke. As we start stepping off, we're hit by the crunching sound of broken grass along the jetty. Who would be the first one off the boat? Absolutely, Lionel, of course. As you
I'd
step
like-
off and start making your way towards this little fishing village, the voices of the other competitors getting louder and louder. You would hear one voice much louder than the others. In fact, standing above the rest on this, little concrete building, putting on this almost sermon-like speech. You'd hear them talking about banding together. A voice that is smooth, and it's like the words themselves are trying to creep into your mind, trying to lull you into this false sense of security. You hear him, "They can't control us if we all band together. You understand? This is a game where they want us to fight. No, we're not going to play their game, friends. No, we are going to join as one. I will take up the mantle of leadership. You understand that under my guidance, we will all survive." And people are scared and kind of starting to flock to him. What would you all like to do?
I'm gesturing and going, "Come on, puppy, let's go check out these dead bodies, see if there's anything useful."
Who's
Vesper
puppy?
just nods and salutes and follows.
So, I will let you know that we have an option here. This individual, as bolsterous as they seem to be, you absolutely have the option of going and listening and talking to them even. The choice is entirely yours. But you do also see individuals who are kind of off to the side, not really buying into this speech, kind of seemingly almost forming their own little independent band of I would say strong-willed, but a lot of people are simply just latching onto fear, latching onto whoever they think can get them through this.
What color are they all wearing?
All gold.
All gold. Okay.
Everyone's in gold.
I'd go up into the crowd there. I got some questions I'd like to ask.
You'd, as you start approaching, seeing that, a new boat full of competitors has landed, you'd hear this individual call out to you.
Oh boy.
Straight to you, looks directly at you, points at you with all the fervor of a righteous man. "You there. You have the aura about you of someone who is going to survive this place. I can tell. Please, tell us your name. Please bring your friends with you. We are all one family here."
I get that. Hi everyone. I wave at the crowd. My name's Dorian. Dorian Martell. I don't suppose any from where I'm from. If you knew my name, well, I'd love to say hi, ask how your folks are. But yeah, I had a question for you.
Oh,
Yeah. So if we're all together, why are you in charge exactly?
someone needs to be. You can't
Whoa!
have
Wait.
order without some structure.
Now, I see you're kind of trying to base yourself off of some kind of alpha mentality. And now, I need to tell you, I work with animals, and I gotta tell you right out, that's not how it works. The best packs are those that work together in community action. Now, if we all start, pretending like you're the alpha in charge of everything, well, that's just going to lead to a trickle-down system that's going to leave the lower rungs of the pack, well, not going to do as well. And we're all going to try to if we created smaller, more sustainable survival groups, I think that's a better option, don't you think?
I do hear
Large
you,
community
friend.
representation. We really got to be grassroots about this stuff.
I hear you. I can feel how confused you are. And I am very sorry, but that confusion has no place in our survival. So please, friends, this is the first thing that I will ask of you. Please, kill this naysay.
Oh, I'm not. Well, I suppose that'd be really rude, but I suppose if you're giving down orders, well, I don't think I want to engage in your group no more.
So,
I will say Hazel has walked up behind Dorian at this point, just like full scary dog privilege, just like very like a tall, beefy woman, just up behind him, arms crossed, staring this fucker down.
Yeah, I mean,
so I will give
I
you a
rolled
few
that Dorian does
options
have a
here. You can fight back, which would be a deathmatch challenge against Zane Law, the seemingly de facto
Of course, it's
leader
fucking
here.
Zane.
No relation, right?
You could
I
try
was just gonna
to
say.
slip away, just in the confusion, use a distraction, whatever it is you got to do, and just try to get out of this place before any trouble happens. Or, third option, if there's something entirely different any of you would like to do, it's up to you.
Well, I was really hoping to win an argument here and to maybe make this maybe to hopefully open some minds and hearts here to some nicer ways of going about it, and hopefully to undercut his power structure such that
There are certainly
maybe
people that immediately kind of look at each other and look at him like, wait, kill? But there's a solid chunk that go, yes sir, and turn and get ready to just rip you to pieces. So, is anybody interested in a deathmatch challenge against Zane Law? Fair enough.
Sure, I'll do it. Yeah, why not?
All right.
Alternatively, is there a flirt match challenge?
I mean, there is a social game if you wanted.
I was maybe hoping to try and roll a social game to win over his followers.
Is there an intimidate challenge, perhaps?
That would all fall under a social game.
Yeah, I'll make a social game. Check.
Yeah,
sure.
I'll help.
So, this is where we are initiating the fact that we are in a social challenge versus Zane and his followers. At which point, I will take all of the dice belonging to Zane, which is a D8 for being a car salesman.
Of course.
You would be a car salesman.
D8 for being ruthless.
Poop. Am I related to this motherfucker?
I hope not.
It doesn't matter.
And a D8 for being ruthless.
Hey, how
Is
does
that 2 D8s for being ruthless?
Have you ever met a car
How do I get a
salesman?
ruthless die? Hey, Hoop.
Sorry, ruthless and manipulative.
That tracks.
So I'm going to roll all of his associated dice. I'm going to add the difficulty of the island, which is +4, and that will be the number that all of you would need to beat. I rolled triple eights. Doesn't matter. I only take the highest die.
You.
I only take the highest die. The rest are discarded. So the number to match or beat is a 12.
And what do we get to roll?
Yeah, what do
Our
we get to roll?
capabilities and perhaps our names and occupations if they
Yes,
are relevant?
you get your name die always.
Mm-hmm.
You get your occupation die if it applies in this challenge. This is a social game, so you get to add your social game die, your capability, whatever that is. And you can spend a fatigue to get a second capability, such as, if you're trying to be, sneaky, if you're trying to maybe, slip into the shadows to do something nefarious, you could add snake mode. If you are, threatening, if you're getting ready to engage in violence, if you look like you could snap at any moment, maybe you could want to add death mode, deathmatch. But it's entirely up to you. And no one has any acquisitions, so we don't have to worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
You can also spend that point of trust you have with someone to also get to add their name die to your challenge.
Right. So, could I justify something with you real quick?
Absolutely.
I would love. So I'd have to mark a fatigue to do this, right?
You're adding
To
more
add
than one.
Yeah, I would love to add a challenge beast.
Ooh.
Since I'm attempting to sway easily swayed people, and like doing that and basically using my knowledge of how to make myself appear bigger and like calm vicious
don't
people
even
and like
have
keep
to
something that
justify
is
to me.
yeah.
It is purely in your confessional afterwards that you'll have to figure out a way to apply challenge beast to what you did.
Okay.
So we have one person that is in. Dorian, would you declare yourself in the challenge, please?
Is it just
Oh.
one person
No,
per?
anyone.
Or I'd like to hop in and help, please.
So I declare myself in the challenge. I gotta do the little.
Say
Okay,
your
so
name,
like
occupation, what flashes across the screen.
Dorian Martell, dog trainer, and it absolutely, like, as everyone's going, it just kind of has its eyes going very wide, and like the little Karen comes down, just Dorian Martell. It scrolls in like a little fiery and the dog trainer, and you realize, oh no.
Lionel, are you also declaring yourself in this challenge? Yeah.
Yeah.
What flashes across the screen for you?
Lionel Law, hairdresser.
Absolutely. Anyone else in this challenge? You can also support instead of joining the challenge, which means that you basically give your name die to someone else and you mark a point of trust with them.
I'll support.
Who are you supporting?
I will as well.
I'll support. Since Lionel has one, I'll go ahead and support Doug Boy.
Dog Boy Dorian.
Yep.
Dog boy.
Make it even.
I
August,
think I would
who you supporting?
also.
I mean, there's a nickname section on the sheet. I can eventually get there.
You are Dog Boy.
You need 400,000
Need
followers to unlock
400,000.
your nickname.
I know. I gotta work way towards it.
Soon you're gonna have to nickname Puppy.
Oh, there you go. Puppy dog.
August, you're supporting Lionel?
Yeah.
So the two of you can mark a point of trust with the people that you are supporting. And Hazel, what you doing?
Yeah, I think there's a second where she almost sort of steps up like she's gonna fight and then thinks better of it. And I'm just gonna support with my scary dog privilege. Just sort of being Dorian's sort of backup.
Right. So
Like
Dorian,
I'll hop in if it gets hairy, but I'm not,
Dorian, you'll
just-
have an extra 2d6 to add to your pool.
Okay. I've got.
And so I get 2d6 and a d8, right?
You get a d6 from support from August. You get your name die. You get your occupation if you feel like that applies. And you get whatever your social game die is. And if you're spending a fatigue, you can choose a different capability to also add.
Mm-hmm. And we just tell you what the highest I rolled was?
Highest 2.
8 and a 6.
8, 6, a 14, absolutely.
5 and a 5.
A 10. That is not going to succeed. At this point,
Yeah.
we will jump to the confessionals as the camera pans back and watches everything take place. We start with whoever rolled the lowest, Dorian. You did not succeed. What happened? As we'd do
Feel like
like
we
a
immediately-
Dorian voiceover as the camera is watching all of this happen.
So yeah, I really just had some honest to goodness questions just about asking like about this power structure. Because you recognize those things really right out the gate when you have experience like mine with the animals like that. And when one of them, someone's trying to get all snickety and hard to fool all themselves, you got to step in. Unfortunately for me, I didn't really have a lot of my tools here, and well, frankly, maybe I should have been a bit more careful. Because oh boy, that didn't feel too good.
And why, when you use your social beast, how did that backfire? Why didn't that work? Or not your social beast, your challenge beast.
My challenge beast. Well, it turns out that taking a stance and kind of putting a hand out, an outstretched hand towards somebody and trying to get a control of their nose doesn't work so good. When that's a full human being and it's not really they don't respond well to being spacked under the chin when they're punching you in the face. And I think if you could, it just cuts back to Dorian with a little bit of a black eye.
You do mark a fatigue for failing at the challenge. And this is a risky challenge, which means that for every competitor that fails, you will gain one fewer reward if there are any rewards to gain. Which you have seen now that this commotion is happening, that there are crates of gear that kind of have been stockpiled back behind this podium where Zane has been giving this speech. But that brings us to Lionel. You did succeed. What happened?
Well, Hoop, I have decided that Zane and I are related. And I just march up to his little crate and I climb up on it and I pull my sleeves back and I yank him down by the hair like I used to do when we were kids. And I go, Zane Law, just because your mama runs the only MLM in town does not give you any right to pull this bullshit on this island. Get down here. And I yank him down by his hair and I curb stomp him.
You'd have probably a moment or two of grabbing, pulling, getting a kick in before there's a horde of people that come absolutely rushing to Zane's defense.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that in the confusion of people running to protect their new leader, their new beacon of hope, there's no one left to guard the supplies.
I want stuff.
And you are
Stuff would be nice.
welcome. You go run and grab some of that.
Yeah, give the people who are in it the rewards.
I would like a knife.
Put our lives on the line, not y'all grubbers on the outskirts.
Hey, I
Well,
gave you my name,
Respectfully.
and you squandered it.
I wasn't sure how many d6 to roll. I think I
you
had supposed to roll 3.
You
Wasn't
should have
enough.
had 4. Possibly 5 if social game is not your highest task.
It isn't. Well, learn it for next time.
You should maybe have had a few more dice, but that's okay. Well, in the fishing village, it is risky, so obviously, if anyone that fails means that you gain a little less loot, as you have to stop the loot, noticing that Dorian is about to get ripped apart by a mob. Grab what you can, run, and just grab the rest of the team and book it. You do gain 5 pieces of survival gear. So everyone can mark that you have survival. Well, sorry, I misspoke. That is not my area to distribute the loot. That is the leader's area. As well as a Remington M870 shotgun. So, Lionel, as you did succeed, you can mark 14 boxes from your followers, because you gained 140,000 followers. Everyone that failed or supported gets to mark 1 box, as you gained 1,000 followers.
Okay.
And as you are now, you did the best. You have been now nominated the leader. You can distribute your loot as you see fit.
So you said 5 boxes of survival gear and
A Remington
M70
M70
shotgun.
I'll just like hold the shotgun and just assess everybody. Hand it to Vesper.
Makes sense.
And then give everybody a box.
You all have survival gear. It could be, a little tent, it could be a little, like water purification device, whatever it is just a small piece of survival gear.
And when I hand Dorian his box, I just pat him on the cheek and go, "Don't run your mouth again."
Well, I didn't really think I was
Yes,
running
you
my
did.
mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You're being awfully aggressive at this early point in the morning, and I think everyone should just try and get along.
Dorian, I'm not being aggressive.
Well, why don't I move the stream over to the map? This is Island 1. We have landed at the fishing village, which I did post this for everyone, so you all should see the map of the island, of the cradle. We have started at Area 1, the fishing village. You can all certainly discuss where you want to go. You see a ravine off to your right, road that leads towards it. You also see a road that kind of leads off up between the mountains, as well as a path with a sign that says "Off Limits" off to your left, and a bright blinking light on the hill.
Hoop, you've given me something shiny that I'm not allowed to touch.
Literally, you've given the group of push the button people a button.
Yes.
So, you can discuss if you'd like, but ultimately, whoever did the best in the last node is the leader and gets the final say of where.
Oh, okay. All right, guys, where would you like to go?
Well, both ways lead uphill, so it's not really a option of which is less work.
Well, if
Always
if
go
if,
between
we,
the mountains.
if we go between the mountains, then there's not as much hiking. But getting up on top of that hill does mean we can see everything, figure out what's going on.
It's true. I don't know. Could be pertinent to stay hidden.
I would also say that you past the ravine, you would see that the road does climb a mountain, but at the top of that mountain is an enormous radio tower.
That could be
I'm
important.
a fan of blinking light or radio tower. I'm gonna be real honest.
Well, that says we shouldn't go that way, and I don't
Yeah,
know.
it does.
Means it's probably a good
says,
way to go.
Do not go this way.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That means you.
looks back at all the dead bodies. Like, how many of them you think went that way?
None of them.
How many
They
of them
died out
talked to
here.
Zane?
Well, I tried that, and apparently I'm not supposed to do that no more.
No.
No, okay. So, well, I'm just, I'm not feeling my best at the moment, but so I'm just a bit worried about trying to head up into the mountains right out where they says we shouldn't go, because, well,
Yeah. Well, if they say we shouldn't go there, then we probably shouldn't. Just sort of like making eye contact with Lionel, like we're totally gonna do this, but we're gonna be chill about it. So we should probably stick to the marked paths. Yeah. Especially this early on.
Well, I'm a fan of input from the group, so blinky light or radio tower? Blinky light. Raise your hand.
oh, jeez.
Radio tower?
Oh, I'd like to go to the radio tower.
Oh, sweetie, I believe you've been outvoted.
You can go to the radio tower yourself.
I suppose I could,
please
but then we wouldn't all get to.
Mm-mm.
Exactly.
Please stay with the group.
And you'd be a sitting duck.
Well, I'd be on top of a mountain. I wouldn't be sitting
You
there, I
might
promise
not
you.
make it there.
You'd be a dead duck.
Well, hopefully not. But I understand the points that are being made, and I respect democracies. It's my favorites.
This
Oh.
isn't a democracy, honey.
Why'd we take a vote then?
Because I said I valued input from the group. We're going to the blinking light. Let's go.
Just sort of claps a hand on Dorian's shoulder.
Yep. As we pass him, we each kind of slap him on the shoulder.
I just want to give
And I
Dorian
just
a
pat
hug.
his cheek again.
Well, the hill off to your left. After a very short climb, you'd notice that there is a concrete bunker with that single bright blinking light. The path up to the bunker is blocked by a gate that says no entrance. The concrete itself is overgrown with vegetation. The orange light rhythmically continues its blinking. A heavy steel door stands guard between whatever's in this bunker and you. So, approaching this bunker will be a redacted contest versus the security system of the bunker itself. I have a ton of dice to roll, so give me just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
I have a D6 because it is restricted. I have a D8 because it's dangerous. Is this a dangerous? Let's see.
I love all of these words you're using, Hoop.
Redacted, dangerous.
Best words.
Highway to the zone.
No, actually, it's not a dangerous node. If it was, it would mean that anyone that failed, you would not gain fatigue, you would instead just gain an injury. But it's not. So, I actually only have 3 dice to roll. As there are no other teams here, so I'm not rolling the dice from any other teams, you are simply rolling against the automated defense. And that was a horrific roll. That is a
Love to hear it.
total of a 7. Who is
Roll for
in
redacted.
for this redacted challenge?
Is it a
Uh,
D6?
I guess Vesper will go.
So it'll be your
Volunteer.
name plus whatever your redacted capability is, which I believe for everyone should be 6.
Mm-hmm.
You can spend trust if you want to take someone else's name die, but that's probably about it.
I'm gonna take a trust on Lionel. Use one of my trusts from Lionel to
So
take.
August is in.
Yes,
Um,
August is in.
Yeah, Vesper will be in with use their trust for Dorian.
August, what would flash across your screen as you enter challenge? Name, occupation, and then like if there's any flair you want to tack on.
August Bates, goat farmer. Well, it says goat herder, and August is like, oh, it's actually farmer, but that's
It's
okay.
pre-recorded
It's
footage
okay,
of
I
you
guess.
seeing this, going, can you? No, it's farmer. Can you just?
It was probably the intern. I don't want to. It's fine. It's fine. Understandable mistake. People get them confused all the time.
Yeah, and then Vesper, what would flash across your screen?
Vesper will do some pose and like some imaginary sunglasses, be like Vesper Bordeaux, professional family consultant, but it's scratched out, and then it has organized crime boss written in.
All right. Hazel, Dorian, Lionel, any of you in this challenge?
I'll toss a D6 to somebody for support.
Who are you supporting?
Support me
Let's
because
go
you feel
with
bad.
the one with the gun. So
Vesper. Okay.
Vesper.
So you can mark a point of trust with Vesper, and Vesper, you get to roll an additional d6 because you're being supported.
I have a lot of dice.
And
I think I'll also toss a
Hazel,
support
your last.
over to Vesper. Yeah, I think
Damn.
Hazel posts up like outside the door, like sort of keeping watch, ostensibly.
Mark your point of trust, and you get another d6 to roll.
Okay, I'm gonna have to roll. Wait, I do have another d6. Ironically,
All right.
get out my other dice set.
Everyone.
I have a question about supporting.
Yeah.
Does supporting like include me in the potential punishment if failure occurs? Oh,
Really important question, Turk. I'm glad you asked that.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
curious how
Yeah, because
like
I didn't. You failed and I didn't get beat up. So
that's fair. I feel
true.
like maybe someone should have, but
it's fine.
no, it's fine.
You needed to learn.
I needed. Oh, wow.
Damn.
Mhm.
I understand why you're friends with Elsie. I feel bad that August doesn't have any support here.
Don't pity August. Trust me.
All right, I'm gonna support Vesper then.
You can mark a point of
Damn.
trust with Vesper, and
I already have a point of trust with August. That's why.
so you
I don't
now
have
get
enough
an
D6s
additional
for this.
d6. So you now have a pool of d6s.
All right.
For the two that
Gonna
are
roll
in the
3 that time.
challenge, you your dice.
Okay.
I rolled because I forgot that everybody could add trust, and I got double sixes. That's my top two.
To roll my dice,
Nicely
then I'm
done.
gonna have to roll one more.
Really lucked out since you guys didn't want to help August, so it's fine.
And then
I mean,
is that one?
Vesper has a shotgun, so
It's valid.
So what? The 2 highest?
and also
Sick.
if anyone wants to use one of your acquisitions, which includes your shotgun or your either your survival gear or whatever acquisitions you have, you roll a number of d4s equal to the level of the acquisition, and then mark it off that you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Just have to
I'll
do that
save the
before you
shotgun.
roll.
Nah.
Also, if you use a firearm, the challenge for you becomes deadly.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, Vesper, what you got?
I got 2 6s for the highest.
Okay. You did tie, so that means you both have to take your name die, which is d6 for each of you, and roll it until one of you gets higher than the other.
Okay. Yeah,
I got a 4.
they win.
Okay.
I got a 1.
So that means that August, despite everyone jumping behind your friend, competitor, your ally for the moment, you were the one that came through. So, Vesper, because you technically rolled lower, we start with you. You did succeed, you just weren't the best. So what happened?
You know. And okay, so give me a setting. They're trying to get through the security system,
Yeah,
right?
so there is motion tracking weapon that is
Okay.
on top of this bunker that is just kind of dormant until one of you gets close, and the gun barrel just lifts up.
Okay.
Seemingly waiting for you to get too close.
Okay. So I feel like Vesper would basically get almost all the way and then get pinned down in their location by the gun, leaving the other chance open to take it out.
Love it. Yeah. You just come sliding up as that gun erupts, just chipping away at the rock cover that you're hiding behind. And August, you clearly see that Vesper has no chance to use the shotgun. That cover is going to get ripped to shreds. What do? How do you save the day?
Confessional, correct?
Mhm.
That I am narrating.
Absolutely.
I'm kind of like rubbing my hands on my thighs because my hands are a little sweaty. I gotta be honest with you, I didn't think it was gonna work. Vesper, flashy, excited, knows what they're doing. I'm just a goat herder, but the thing that a lot of people don't ever think about is that when it comes to fainting goats, you gotta be light on your feet. You can't scare them. And this thing was so quick to respond to us that I don't know, I thought of little Alex and how anytime that I need to make sure he gets back to the pen, I don't want to stress him out so much that he starts to, lock up. So I kind of got to creep around and find the angle that works and stay light on my feet and stay quiet and not seen. And all of a sudden I was there. And like most problems when I'm out there, if you hit something hard enough, eventually it's going to break. So that was pretty easy enough for me to do.
Absolutely. So, because you rolled a 12, August, you gain 12 follower boxes. And Vesper, because you succeeded, but you were not the best, you gain half of whatever the best gained. So you gain 6 boxes.
6, okay.
And everyone that supported gains 1 follower box. As you slip into the bunker. Past the heavy steel door is very stale air. Small concrete hallway that leads to a ladder down into pitch black darkness. This is clearly a survival shelter. There are cans upon cans of long expired food, there are bunk beds, and even a map of the island. But this map is a little different than the one. I'm going to share with you all the classified version of the map.
Yeah, yoinking that map real
There you
quick.
go.
The map alone.
There is your classified version.
Sir, this is still classified.
It's still redacted,
Yeah, still redacted, that's the word.
but there are
There's
extra
extra-
areas
Yeah.
up on the
Also-
north end of the mountain.
Being the fact that you succeeded on this,
Or the island.
you get to distribute the loot. We get 5 pieces of tier 1 redacted acquisition, which I'm gonna quickly roll a d20. Added that to 1. You have 5 pieces of just inscrutable gadget. This is the tier 1
Excellent.
redacted acquisition. You can, of course, you get to determine who gets what. We also get 2 pieces of tier 2 redacted gear. 12. There are 2 smoke grenades. As well as a pair of Walther P99 semi-automatic pistols.
Okay, everyone gets an inscrutable device.
Thank you.
I'm gonna keep a pistol for myself. I will give the other. Wait, there was the pistol, the device. What was the tier 2?
Smoke grenades.
Smoke grenades.
There are 2 pistols.
I'm gonna give I'm gonna give the gun to Hazel.
Yeah.
Thank you kindly.
Hazel has 3 guns.
What? I have yes, that's true.
Who's
How am I
like,
gonna hold all these
wait.
guns, guys?
And I'm gonna give a smoke grenade to Dorian and 1 to Lionel.
Oh, that's awfully kind of you. What does this do?
Pulls the pin immediately.
No,
Sweetheart.
no.
Mm-mm. Keep that in there until you really need it.
Yeah, but when would I really need it?
When
If
you
a
need to
crowd
run.
rushes you and tries to
When
kick your ass
Zane
again.
inevitably comes after you to kill you.
Wouldn't he come after you first? Because you was the one who really kind of undercut him.
Yeah, I've been beating his ass since we were kids, though.
Yeah, but
He
has he ever been
perceives-
on an island where he could hurt you?
Honey, he perceives you as weaker.
You
I
did
understand. Yeah, well, you were the
Just
one who
stick with
actually
me.
brought him
You'll be
down.
fine.
Okay, I'm
We
just
wouldn't-
saying.
We
I
wouldn't be
clearly
in
was
this
handled.
position.
I was handled, and I emotions towards his eye. You are the one who got away, so I mean, if anyone's calling revenge.
If this man worked on logic, we wouldn't be in this position.
Also, August,
Okay.
you find a set of keys to a small Hyundai Pony. It is a 2-door hatchback vehicle.
That's 2 doors for
2 doors and a hatchback.
2.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we can
all
sit
right.
in the hatchback. Like the hatchback opens.
So, our new leader, you've distributed the gear. I guess I assume you want to keep the Hyundai in your acquisition.
Yes.
Or sorry, not an acquisition, a advantage, which means that just when you go to make a roll, you can say, I have this advantage with my car. I want to add it to this roll, and I will tell you what die size it will add to.
Can I give that advantage to other people if the opportunity presents itself?
Absolutely, you can. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, team, we really only have one way left to go, unless you want to backtrack, which likely that place would have nothing left for you other than probably some hopefully safe travel, unless it's left guarded. But the only way ahead, a gigantic map, is the sanctuary. A subdivision of cleared earth on the hillside with dozens of identical executive homes. Very neat and orderly grid. It is. They all look empty.
Likely story.
They call them McMansions.
Yeah.
They called it a mine.
So, Peter, where we head?
I'm going to turn to the group. Thing with goats is that they can't give you feedback. So I get to decide, and it's very easy. But some people in this group seem a little chatty and prone to giving feedback, so I want to make sure that everybody has a chance to say what they want. As far as where we're headed.
I think you did a great job figuring out, so I'm willing to go wherever you want to go.
I mean, it looks like we've got one viable option, unless you want to go back into that fray. That doesn't seem that will be a great idea, sort of looking at Dorian in his eye.
I don't particularly want to go that way, but I do think a radio tower is very valuable. And I suppose it would take us about the same number of stops if we cut across to get to the radio tower in 2 stops, but I'm not sure what angle we want to approach that from, so.
Radio
Fine.
tower would
Plus, we
take you a
can-
considerable lore about. Almost 3 times as long.
3 times as long. Hoop, I can't read this map.
It's tall.
We're at the blinking. Oh, it's tall.
Yeah, it's the tall
Thank
point.
you.
Yep. You're welcome.
Might make a suggestion.
Please.
There is a redacted compound on this map that probably very few, if anybody else, knows about. Good place to hole up.
It might be a good idea to go someplace where other people aren't expecting to find anything.
Mm-hmm.
Wait it out a bit.
Do we think that means it will not be occupied? Somebody
No.
put us all here.
Somebody put us all here.
My concern is this, and sort of points to this VIP landing area up north. So there are people who are going to know that these places exist. They might not be the people who are here with us who, have the intent of fighting or who are expecting any of us to know where they are.
Mm-hmm.
Could also be a trap. Could be a lot of things. What it's not going to be is those chucklefucks down at the fishing village.
No.
Be an exit route if they had to get here somehow.
So, I mean, if the sanctuary place down the hill there is supposed to be where all the VIPs were staying, or at least housing for them, we could check there if there's any recent signs. I mean, maybe there's a boat out of here or something.
It's definitely the way that we would need to be headed if we were thinking that way. At least.
Compound is the final destination, but stop along Sanctuary and maybe
We
that
need to
crashed
find
plane.
food.
Yeah.
Food and water.
Sanctuary is probably going to have food.
I mean,
Prefer
we
more
did
of
pick
us
up
have some
food, but
guns.
more food.
Yeah.
Leader, where are we headed?
Sanctuary it is.
Sanctuary it is. Love to. As we make our way down the hill into this little subdivision, would notice that there is the unfortunate sight of multiple freshly killed bodies just littered throughout the street. But it doesn't extend through the entire subdivision. Looks like they're mostly just kind of on the outskirts. Maybe the houses a little deeper in are untouched.
Does it look like anybody from who was picking fights at the beginning?
I mean, there were lots of people, so possible.
Are they still in gold?
Oh yeah.
All of all the bodies that we've come across so far. Okay.
We're pressing into the.
Yep.
I imagine we're taking the Hyundai.
Oh, and can we check the bodies for anything useful?
And is there fuel in the car?
Yeah.
Okay.
How much fuel?
Enough to get you through the day.
Yeah, once we get too much farther close to the compound, probably not a good idea to bring
It is
loud vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, even stopping to quickly go over the dead bodies, you'd see that if they had anything, they have been picked clean.
Hmm.
But we would get about halfway in. You'd get past the point where you saw dead bodies, get more towards these McMansions that looks like they might still have things in them. When you would see a figure standing in the middle of the street, with things in hand, give you that deer in the headlight look, turn, and just take off towards one of the mansions.
Let's see where he goes.
Not gonna stop him, just gonna follow.
We could try and tackle them. Or
You can try to hit him with a car.
Yes.
We could. I think sort of like, I don't think any of us have anything that has like a sight on it, but I think sort of like trying to use the weapon to like get a little gauge of like distance, just keeping an eye on him. Just see where he goes. Give us a place to avoid, give us a place to, maybe find some folks.
Take off into the nearby building and, disappear through the doorway, but after a few moments, the door would open. Another figure would step out. A young woman, hands up in the air, unarmed, calls out to you. We don't want any trouble. Please, we're just trying to survive. We don't have much, but you're welcome to it. Just please don't kill us.
How many of you are there?
I think there's 10 left.
You think?
Well, we had a lot more until they caught us.
who caught you?
They're calling themselves the Lunar Covenant. Zane's new cult.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh, fuck Zane. You got any gas?
No. I'm telling you the truth, we have very little.
I'm gonna
Miss
lean
Bernie's
into the
come
group.
through.
What's that?
Do we want to just tell them to go to the blinking light place and how to get in and move them off the map, essentially?
They don't seem the type that they're going to be trying to stay anywhere but here. I think they're going to hunker down.
I'm more thinking we get to convince them it's a safe place and put them between us and Zane. But, you know.
I mean, we did disable the alarm system and the security weapon system there, so it is a safe place now.
Bold of you to assume that we didn't put that back.
Did we?
Just tell them how to get in.
I'm not saying, like,
Well, it had a system from the front, not from the back.
I'm going
Did
to
it?
huddle. And I'm assuming that we're huddling, and I'm going to
Yeah,
lean
we're
out.
huddling.
Which direction did the cronies travel to? Which way were they headed?
I think they went east. Last I saw, anyways.
These folks are
water
just
map?
trying. Yeah, these
The
folks
water?
are just trying to live. I mean, honestly, we should just take what we can, if what they're willing to give, and just be on our way. Barely worth chatting with. I mean, sure, we get a conversation going, it'll be fine.
I say we don't get involved.
Well, if they're willing to give us some stuff, I'm sure that wouldn't be too bad. They've been picking over this place for a little bit. They probably got something worth looking over.
They might, but you let your guard down, you get too close to them. Who knows they're telling the truth?
Well, that's why I've got such good friends with guns, right?
Yeah, the
Well,
goal
Esper
isn't
just,
to
like,
use them.
taps the shotgun that's slung over his shoulder.
Chatting to.
The type of encounter that we all engage in here is entirely up to you.
I'd be willing to jump in on a social game.
Yeah.
Game encounter? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, then. I am going to roll up. The area itself is risky. Is going to add a d6. Luna Hart here is a writer and is going to add another d6. Find my d6. She's also calm for another d6. And she's also compassion.
Is that making it harder for us to get what we want from her?
Yeah.
It's more like the people that are with her are kind of latching onto her, and they could get protective if they feel like you are being overly aggressive. They could deny what you're asking and simply try to fight back. It's a social game, as indicated. So I have 46. I did roll a 6 as the highest. This place is difficulty 5, so that is an 11.
Alright, I can do that though.
Who is in?
I'm doing it.
Me too.
I'll throw some support at Dorian.
Thank you.
Just staying hidden as Hazel is wont to do, but still got that, like, keeping these fools in the sights of that firearm.
I'll support
Just in case
Lionel.
anything pops off.
Lionel has a support. Dorian has a support.
I'll support Dorian as well.
Oh, thank you.
Are either of
how it is,
you
guys.
spending any trust with anyone? Any
Should be able to.
acquisitions?
I'll use an acquisition. I'll start bartering with some of my survival gear we got.
So you can
So I'll
add
mark-
a d4, and that d4 gets added to your total.
Okay, so I've got 2 support, which is 2 extra d6.
Plus your name, plus
Plus
I
my
think your
name.
occupation would come in handy here. So add your occupation die. Plus whatever your social
Okay.
game die is.
All right. That's a lot of dice. Let me give it a shot here.
Hey, Hoop.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled an 8 and a 5.
Okay. I've got 2 6s and a 2 on the d4.
That is a 14
Yeah, 14.
versus Lionel's 13 versus Luna's 12. Both of you succeed. Lionel, you succeeded at the lower level. So you did good, the best. What is the confessional as you step into this little hidey hole where the survivors have tucked away whatever gear they've been?
Let's be honest. Hairdressers are practically psychologists. This woman was scared for the people inside. All she needed was a little nudge to make sure that we weren't gonna just pop off and kill her immediately, and she would have given us whatever we wanted. Plus, look at Puppy Dog's face. She would have given him anything.
As you are let in to the shelter, final. These people seem to almost flock to you as much as they are to. What is your confessional?
Well, it was just real nice to actually get to talk with some folks here on the island without anyone, being so mean to me. It's good to find like-minded folks who just all just trying to make it through at the end of the day. And well, I gave them some of my stuff. We got some of their stuff, and well, if they like me and think of me afterwards when they're deciding, whether they want to, help or not. I mean, it's on them, but I'm not going to cut it either way. I'm just glad we're all doing okay out here.
And in a rare moment of humanity. Also, Inadequate Dungeon, thank you so much for the raid. Sharing your community with us, I can appreciate it. We're playing some Deathmatch Island, where hopefully all of these lovely characters will survive at the end, but I highly doubt it. Think Hunger Games mixed with Squid Game. Anyways.
And Survivor.
And Survivor, yeah.
And Survivor.
You did the best. You have become the de facto leader. You gain 14 follower boxes.
No, not Lion.
Not Lionel.
Dorian.
Sorry, Dorian. I meant Dorian. Dorian, you are now the de facto leader. You gain 14
I'm surprised
follower
too.
boxes.
14?
14.
Oh, jeez.
Lionel, you gain 7 because you gain half of whoever did the best. And all of you that supported gain 1. A reminder that if you ever fill all of those boxes, you get to increase your name by 1 die, so we go up to D8, and then you reset back down to 0.
Ooh, I'm at 22.
Wait, each set of the boxes,
Yes.
or each? Oh, okay.
Wait.
Like
hold
all
on.
of the boxes.
Oh, all of those.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So all 40.
Yes. Because once you hit
Okay.
400,000, then your name goes up by 1.
Oh, I see.
And then do we erase the boxes again? And got it.
And then once you get up to 800,000 and then 1.6 million, your name just gets more and more powerful. As far as loot goes, they have surrendered over to or traded with you a Walther P99 semi-auto pistol and a set of small luxury.
Nice.
Which I picture as a few bottles of very, very good wine, or just some high quality Survivor Rush something. It's just some luxury that you didn't really need, but having it just makes you feel good.
Skincare.
Shampoo.
Moisturizer.
I'll hold on to the small luxuries. Then I guess the only people who don't have a gun right now are Lionel and I. My brain's screaming at me right now. No, Lionel's gonna get the gun.
Thank you for trusting me, Turk.
I would even say that because of your social encounter, Dorian, you can mark a point of trust with Luna.
Cool.
It means that Luna and her band are considered allies to you.
Nice.
So, where are you headed?
Oh, well, we do have a plan, so we're heading to the crash plane up there.
You also have the lighthouse behind you.
Yeah, but the group wants to go to the compound, and who am I to say no to the group vote here? Because I believe in democracy. So I'm just like, all right, thank you all. See you around. And stay safe. All that. We'll talk later. And they'll just kind of like, all right, north, right?
Seemingly
Yeah.
in much more high spirits, Dorian just takes off. Seemingly the new de facto leader.
Forgetting we have a car.
Yep.
A few moments later, the roar of the engine, this car is brought up side by side with you.
Hazel just pops the trunk where she's sitting with like the gun undercover, just like still keeping a watch behind it. Like, get in the van.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
I'll pull him in.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I bet that was a
Yeah.
great little over the mountain shot, though.
Vesper passenger
Yeah, they'll love
princess.
it.
Well, ahead of you,
Somebody's got to be. It's a hard
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, it is.
a
I read the
broad,
map.
sloping hill covered in various shrubbery and ground cover. A crashed plane is clearly visible from the distance, surrounded by scattered debris. But
Love me some debris.
on our way there, we would see clearly the signs of battle. There are bullet holes, there's scorch marks, there is blood. But the body that you see is not one of your fellow competitors. They are dressed clearly in a fine suit. They have a mask over their face. This looks like one of those aforementioned VIPs that you got. They have been stabbed to death repeatedly.
I'm looting that body. I'm looking for an ID. I'm looking for a wallet. I'm looking for
Ow.
key passes. I'm looking for anything
Ow.
like that.
And how fucked up is that suit?
It's got a
You
few
would.
I mean-
dozen stab wounds in it.
I'd take the mask off to look at this guy's face.
I want to see if the suit will fit any of us.
Um,
I'm actually going to take that mask and keep it, I think.
Yeah.
What?
Thinking we
suit
should be in
would
disguise.
probably fit August. Maybe Hazel.
Okay.
But Dorian, lifting that mask off, it's an awful lot like you. Not exactly, not perfect, not a clone or anything, but like a brother.
Oh, that's just weird. Oh, what the heck is...
That is uncanny.
Do you know who this is, Dorian?
Not a clue in the world.
They're in a mighty fine damn suit.
I wish I could afford that kind of suit.
I don't think I could afford this suit.
But
Shit.
that's a nice suit coming from you. I'm glad.
It's an extra nice suit. Let me tell you.
I motion the mask. You wanted this one, Hazel?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Well, I believe you said you
Suppose.
wanted to also kind of go through the body.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Luton just like grabs the mask, sort of sticks it, on like not wearing it over her face, but like on her head to pull it down later. Just still going through the body.
I'm gonna
You
go
would
check out the
find
plush.
a level 1 redacted acquisition, a blank
Mm.
key card.
Incredible. Thank you.
Look like Hoop.
What's that?
What's the mask look like?
It is blank and white, just
Okay.
like a blank theater map.
Okay.
Stranger coded.
Mm-hmm.
Dorian's just walking away from that for a little bit and is gonna look over the plane, but then just secretly go behind whatever like wreckage is there and just
Lionel has absolutely followed him and is
Mhm.
just standing there.
Okay, hi. How long have you been there?
The whole time.
Oh, that's
I've
embarrassing.
been here the whole time.
That's embarrassing.
You good?
Yeah, it's fine.
Mhm.
Just saw someone with your own face get stabbed to death, and I got this
Mhm.
shine now. And well, it's been a pretty rough day for me. It's funny. 'Cause,
Did you
usually-
just say woof day?
Yeah, we tried to say that in all of our marketing
Mhm.
material. I think it's stuck in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
That solidifies the puppy nickname even more.
Mm-hmm. Best version just appears on the other side.
I'm just really okay. I've been
Mhm.
talking to a therapist, and he said, "Oh, some new challenges and stuff." And I guess this is supposed to be one of those things, right? You should be embracing it, but it's a lot. It's a
Okay, I'm
lot
gonna
right
do
now.
this, and I'm gonna do this exactly once. Come here.
Oh, thank you. Big old hug.
I'm gonna pop him in the back of the head as soon as I hug him.
Don't care. It's a big old hug from me.
Yeah, uh-huh. I'm gonna take a smoke grenade.
I'm taking your gun.
Oh,
As we just, like,
Vesper's just watching this.
No, I wouldn't think to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a smoke grenade.
But I want to maybe roll to notice that.
It is entirely up to you whether or not you would allow that to be taken.
Oh,
It is your
I mean,
acquisition.
Where
yours
are
to
you?
do.
Where are you holding it?
it's on his side here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take that.
Hey, what are you doing that for? That's mine.
Do you know how to use it?
But yeah, you just pull the pin where it says pull here.
Mm-hmm. And then what?
I stick it in my mouth. What do you mean? I just throw it.
Do you throw it high or do you throw it low?
Depends where you want it to go. I don't know how to throw things. I work with dogs.
professional fetch player.
I was
Yeah.
just about to say that.
All right.
You're
I'm
being
gonna hand
really
him both smoke grenades and give you mine too.
okay. I didn't mean to make you feel bad about it. I'm just, we're supposed to be in
Oh, I
this
don't feel
together.
bad. I'm more concerned that you're gonna try and make friends with the next group of strays and get us killed.
Well, I promise nothing I do is gonna blow back on you.
That is a promise you cannot make.
But I'll do it anyway.
Your,
I gotta make confident decisions, and then I gotta stick to them.
your
Don't make me shoot you.
heartwarming
I'm just gonna
moment
walk away.
is partially interrupted by the distant sound of machine gun fire tearing the silence apart on this island, screaming, a small explosion, and then quiet again.
During as you're walking away, Durin's gonna jump back and just basically nearly Scooby Doo into Vesper's arms.
And I'm just like,
Is that a crime?
Is that a crime?
probably.
Are we doing
Oh,
a
no.
crime right now?
I'm here for the crime stuff.
Be gay, do crime.
Well, as we continue on, the wreckage would become more clearly visible, having been here for probably years. Overgrown with weeds, the metal chassis itself rusting over to a severe degree. What would you like to do?
Quick question. Body was fresh. Battle signs were fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Plane crash old.
Yes. You would see the cockpit has been recently opened, their entire panel has been ripped off, and there's signs that there might actually be people here.
Point of order. That key card that I found on that body, that's immediately going in the bra. Nobody knows about that.
Sure.
The intent is that nobody knows about that.
As is right and good.
I think
As
most
you know.
people were probably focused on the fact that Dorian was dead in front of you.
Yeah. Just felt
But
worth
yeah,
mentioning.
it looks like there might be someone or some ones.
Think we should go check it out, or go around long ways and leave him to it?
I think eventually it might find us.
Might, but when it does, there might be less of him.
Or more.
Who's leading the charge up to this area?
Could I check something really quick while everyone else is figuring out leadership and directions and stuff? The plane crash. Is there any electronics left in the plane?
It seems like you are not the first person to have that idea, and whoever might be here seems to be searching for that exact thing.
So it's gone, or
No, I mean, it's at this point you're still a good 20 or so meters off.
oh, we haven't even
I'm just
gotten.
There are
wondering
people actively in it.
yes, who
Yeah.
is leading the
Oh.
charge towards this plane?
Who? Before we get up there, are there any what kind of plane was it?
Private, commercial.
A flying one.
Like
So
a
we're talking
like
a
big
Cessna,
one?
Not anymore.
is it like a single propeller, or are we talking like private jet?
Are we talking like a metro? What are we talking about?
Probably it would seat probably 10 people comfortably. It's not a
Private jet.
Yeah, a little
Okay.
private
Okay.
jet. Okay, probably a little
Okay.
Cessna. Okay, cool.
If we want, I mean, maybe we can get him out of there or something.
I feel like we're pushing our luck with how many people we've come across and have not died yet.
I'm more thinking you layer enough aluminum panels from the side of this plane and we get a little bit of body armor.
Just thinking of the radio.
Also that.
I mean, this plane looks like it's been here for a minute. If the radio's still here, I would be concerned.
It's worth a shot, right?
Until you get shot, yeah.
So,
I will say, nothing really stops a bullet unless it's Kevlar.
Yeah.
or
Armor or
another
no, blunt
person.
force damage is still gonna fuck you right up.
Yep.
Don't ask me how I know it.
So, who's leading the charge?
Well, it depends. I guess. Are we going to try and get people out of the plane, or are we just leaving?
Great question.
I think Hazel's sort of sneaking about. Is there we're obviously coming up in a vehicle.
Mhm.
Is there other vehicles around, encampments around, trails
no.
of other people? Okay. My vote is we keep walking.
Direction was the machine gun fire hoop and the screams.
Kind of towards the southeast.
It's out towards Whitewater and the ravine.
Mm.
Well, roll d6 here. One. Vesper. As we are kind of determining what our move is, kind of focus a little on the past the plane, and you would see very edge of a set of boots attached to pants to legs, and have to sidestep a little around the plane to get a better view of. But you would see that there is an older woman lying there, clearly in a pool of blood, a bullet wound to the back, something cradled in her arms.
What is she
Yeah.
wearing?
Gold jumpsuit.
I guess Vesper's gonna kind of leave for. I guess since right now he's next to Dorian, he's just kind of just shove Dorian to the side and walk towards the body without saying anything to Dorian. Just go.
You get within about 10 meters, kind of getting up almost to the body, and you'd hear someone shout out from in the plane, "Hey, whoa, 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 whoa! Look, this place is claimed. I don't want to have to kill you. Just walk away. You don't want it. I don't want any trouble. You don't want any trouble. Just walk away."
Of course, I don't want any trouble, but what interest do you have in a dead woman?
A older gentleman kind of steps up into the frame of the plane where that panel had been ripped out. Older, more on the broad, muscular side, like graying 5 o'clock shadow. Stares at you all. And as he's standing there, you see that he is a little... this is my plane, alright? I have claimed it. I suggest you all get out of here. I don't know who that person is, but she's mine too.
You can't own a person.
If they're dead, you
Dorian?
can.
Dorian, shut up. How long have you been here?
Is it Tuesday?
I actually don't know myself.
I don't
Oh,
know.
Fuck.
I found a few bottles in there, and I took the edge off, and I might have passed out for a minute.
A minute. So you're just gonna stay here the whole time?
Yeah.
And what if you run out of drink?
Go get some more.
Where do you get some more?
Got a lot of questions. Why don't you
I
just
do.
keep walking? Have with that. And
All right.
I feel like this
Best-
is a great time for a social challenge, unless any of you have any other plans of simply just pulling out a gun and shooting this old guy.
Thinking real hard about it.
I'll try a social challenge.
All right.
I guess since Vesper's already in the front, Vesper's gonna do social challenges as well.
All right. Social challenge against old Ted Quinn, the mortician.
Ted.
No. No, he
No.
can't be having that body then.
Ted gets a
Just for
D8
funsies.
for his name. He also gets a D6 for having piercing eyes. And a D6 for being drunk.
Really? You get additional die for being drunk.
That's his trait. He is drunk.
I have to try that sometime.
Apparently.
This place is a danger level 3. I rolled an 8, so that is an 11.
I'm gonna toss a support over to Vesper.
Okay. Mark
Thank
the
you,
point of
thank
trust. Vesper, you get an additional D6.
Okay. And then it's whatever plus 3.
What's that?
It's whatever I roll the highest plus 3.
No, so you just take your 2 highest die. For me,
2 highest. Okay.
I add my 1 highest plus the
Oh, okay.
difficulty of this place, which is...
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna pull on a trust with Vesper and give myself an extra D6. Is that how that works?
Yeah, so yeah, you were basically calling on Vesper to help you in this situation, and you get that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're helping each other.
I got a 4.
I got a 5 and a 4.
Oh, so I got a 3 and a 4. It's for the highest.
Okay, so going in this challenge?
I can help out. Yeah, let's see. Because who is it? It's Vesper and Lionel.
Yep.
Heading this. I'll help out. I'll help out Lionel.
Oh, okay. I rolled another D6. Hold on. It's another 4.
That
5
didn't-
and a 4.
The assistance appreciated, but it doesn't seem to make much difference. And I don't know what Dorian died. Maybe Dorian got eaten by the mountain.
Dorian's
no.
over
Puppy
revisiting his
dog.
breakfast again.
Yep.
So he'll be back.
Puppy dog ran
Um,
away.
Then yeah, the two of you are unfortunately going to fail.
Yeah.
We got a 7 and a 9. There's Dorian.
Oh, there he
Were
is. He
you-
didn't die.
Joining this
I
challenge.
didn't die. Oh no,
Gonna
I
help me and Vesper at all?
do you guys need it? Is this hard?
11.
Apparently.
11 for a social thing? Don't you like clear that regularly?
No.
He is
You would
drunk.
No.
He does
You would
not seem to
think.
be listening to reason.
I mean, I could do you one better. You could use one of my assets. I have the small luxuries.
Yeah, you spend that luxury. Nice bottle
Well,
of
for the
wine.
mana boost.
I'll spend the small luxury on this challenge. And I'll give it to Vesper because I know.
All right.
To be fair, Lionel has like a D8 in social game, right?
Yeah, it didn't help me, but yeah, no, that's fine.
I'll save you support too. Oh, did you already roll?
Yeah.
So really, only the
Oh.
acquisition would help now.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But it would give Vesper. It would give you a D4.
Well, I guess who would it help more? Is it like close for both of you?
I mean,
Closer
I
for
have a
Lionel.
nine.
realistically, Lionel did
Wait,
that whole
Lionel's
scene
got it
with you
better.
with the smoke grenades, and Vesper was there to catch you when you scooped through a moment.
I know. Truly, my loyalties are divided.
No.
I'm just curious. All right. Wait, you're both at a 9, or am I giving this to Vesper and you got like a 4, and it's like
Entirely up to you. Because technically, you would have to determine this before you knew that there was the dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, fine. I'll trade. Trade is important. I'm giving it to Lionel.
Lionel, give me a
Yeah.
D4, please.
Damn.
This is the one you gave me here.
Yes. Yes.
Fuck yeah, 3.
A 3.
Yeah.
That takes you up to 12.
That'll do, donkey.
So-
That'll do.
Vesper
Dude, okay.
did fail.
Yep.
You are going to take a point of fatigue.
Okay.
We're also
That's
going to
fine.
lose out on some loot here. And would you give us a recap of why what you tried failed and why did we lose some loot?
So in confessional, I don't know if it's just because I haven't eaten anything or had any like regular water, anything, or it's just spending time with all these. Dory, the puppy, he just doesn't shut the fuck up. I can't think. I can't figure my thoughts out clearly. And
I'm on
and
your
you know
mind,
what?
huh?
If I am in a conversation with someone, I can like connect to them and like whatever. I've met drunks like freaking Ted. I know people like that.
Ted.
My father was like but like whatever. And so forget it. I'm done.
Fed up. Just no. And I think you'd hear Ted shouting, "Hey, don't you turn your back up." Wait, no. No, I did ask. It like stumbles backwards into the wall and you hear some glass just shatter. As whatever that was is no longer useful.
Yeah.
However, Lionel, you did succeed.
Mm-hmm.
You did get help from Vesper.
Mm-hmm.
So, how did what you do succeeded? And you spent that point of trust. So, how did Vesper help?
Vesper got him distracted, focused, and then I slid in and just whispered in Dorian's ear, "Give me one of the little pretties you got. Just give it to me, please, please. Thank you." And I take it and I go, "Look, we're trading. Vesper's just not good with people. Just
No, I'm not here to trade. That bottle one?
nice and yeah, it is. But you don't get it till I get something."
We'll am it, damn it.
I'm like kind of goes back into the plane, just starts pulling out some stuff and just kind of like setting on the ground. And this is everything that was in the plane, other than obviously what I have partaken in. And you can have the dead body. I don't. It was there when I got here. I have anything to do.
Vesper's gonna go over to the dead body now. As was their goal.
So, because not Dorian, keep mixing up the two names. Lionel.
Yeah,
Because you did
Turkiner, so
succeed.
similar.
You do gain. You rolled what, a 12? The 12 follower boxes?
yeah. Oh.
The rest of you gain 1 follower box. And you get to dole out the loot, which is 2 pieces of recon gear, a piece of survival gear, and a tier 2 acquisition, a redacted acquisition of a cryptographic codebook.
Cryptographic what book?
Codebook.
Yeah. Say all of
Code.
that for me again.
So 2 pieces of recon gear, 1 piece of survival gear, and a tier 2 redacted acquisition of a cryptographic codebook.
Okay. Walkie-talkies are gonna go to. I'm gonna keep one of them, and I'll give another to Dorian. Survival gear is gonna go to Hazel,
Alrighty.
and I'll keep the code book.
Okay. I think it's safe to say that, Lionel, you can mark a point of trust with Ted. He has no followers, have not really gained much by getting an alliance with Ted, but he's not an enemy.
Sometimes that's all you can ask for.
By now,
It was
the sun is starting its descent. You don't have a ton of time left until you're going to start hearing the klaxon.
Point of order, you said the body was holding something. Did
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
establish what that was yet?
The codebook.
no.
That was a
Oh,
code
it was the
book?
code book. Okay.
Codebook.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Let me look at this map.
From here, you have either Whitewater off to the east, or you have the apartment blocks out to the northwest. Or we can absolutely try to book it to get to that compound. Have exactly 1 location left.
I vote we book it to the compound.
Every one of you will have to mark fatigue.
It's
I
worth
mean-
a shot.
Yep.
We really.
Everywhere
need to-
else is gonna have a lot of people trying to hunker down. We're the only. Well, we are some of the few that know
Wow.
about that compound.
Is there any way we could try to get to one of these places that's not on the normal map?
That's the compound.
Oh, it's also the tunnels.
Compounds on the normal map.
Is it?
It's the tunnels and the extra
Oh.
landing
Yeah.
area.
We should
That's
work our
right.
way. If anything, yeah, we should be working our way
We're
into
going
the
to
tunnels.
Yeah.
If
If
we get
that's
to the
something
apartment blocks, that gives us flexibility. I mean, it's a lot of urban
You don't have
structure.
time. We have time to get one place.
Book it to the tunnels or
That'd be my
try
vote.
and hide out in the apartment blocks.
Tunnels are really cramped.
Yeah,
All I'm
tunnels.
saying.
People aren't gonna know they're there. At least
And
the
there
people
will almost
down
certainly
here.
be people in the apartment block.
Well, think about it. If we're the only people who know is it's there, sure, it's not going to be challenges. There's not going to be something else down there.
It's definitely going to be something else down there.
But it's gonna be
So-
something else that doesn't expect us.
I don't know
Mhm.
what's going to be better, what's down there, what's in the apartment blocks.
I mean,
I
do
think
we know that? I mean, that kind of film.
We don't know
all this,
anything.
right? So I guess if we don't know anything, do we want to really be pushing ourselves and hurting ourselves here?
I mean, we're on Deathmatch Island. What do you think's gonna happen?
We're going to the tunnels.
I think decision's been made.
The leader has made a decision. We are headed to the tunnels. We are bypassing the apartments. Whatever loot may have been there, left to others, we all mark a point of fatigue. And as we get to the tunnels, it is not something that you would ever be able to physically spot. The only reason you're finding this is because you know it's there on the map. These are secret underground tunnels that allow rapid transport to and from the VIP landing area, connected to the compound, the VIP compound, and the apartment. This does not count as a node, and in fact is the only way to get to the VIP area. Which means that this place does not count as your one final location. The VIP area will count as your final location.
Delightful.
But why don't we take a quick break there, let everyone stretch your legs, grab a drink, do what you gotta do, and we'll come back in just a few moments. Yeah, the phase 2 of this game, where half of the people on this island are about to die. We'll see you soon.
Secret tunnel. Yes.
And welcome back. Where we left off, we'd hit a secret tunnel on a map we found in a place that you weren't supposed to go. That tunnel led us to a VIP landing area, where you found it unguarded, untouched, where there were amenities for you to steal, there were fresh clothes for you to wear, there's a golf cart. There's also live camera footage from dozens of places across the island showing you what other survivors are up to, as well as boxes upon boxes of old documentation dating back to the 1890s when this Death Island started. We have a few moments to catch our breath, to loot this place as best you can, when we are going to enter phase 2. The klaxon sounds loud and proud across the entirety of this island. And we're going to start with the scouting phase. So, I'm just going to go down the line. You can certainly join together. You can do challenges together. You don't have to be separate. But you absolutely can all do your own thing. So, Lionel, what would you like to do during the scouting phase? You can choose any of your capabilities that you would like. And if you need a minute, I can jump to someone else if anyone.
Yeah.
Dorian?
Yeah.
This is gonna depend on someone else. I got two things in my head, but if Dorian is going to approach Hazel in the bunkers. Hey, could I could borrow that mask for something when we're out there figuring something out? I want to go take a peek around, but I don't want anyone getting a read on who I am because the whole. Hey, that's that guy we gave a shiner to. We talked about our leader so badly. We should get him first, or thing.
I see that, but just point of order. Just something you might want to consider. The last guy who looked like you, who was wearing this mask, you saw how he ended up.
Well, yeah, but I was just
might
gonna.
Not be somebody you want to go out there looking like. This might be these masked fools might not be somebody that the rest of the island takes kindly to.
Well, sure, but I see. That's why I's got a plan.
What's your plan?
Well, I'm gonna figure out what they're doing.
And if you get caught, and they think you're one of these higher ups, they've already killed one. At least.
I don't look anything like anyone who has any money. Frankly, I don't think I even sound like anyone who's ever had any money.
Dorian, you look almost exactly like the guy I pulled this mask off of.
Yeah, but he's a different build, you know? He's got that I've had a good life kind of body.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the way I stand.
Why don't we maybe work on getting you out of the bright yellow jumpsuit first? Might be, the one with your number branded on the back of it. We might want to work on that.
Who remembers numbers?
There's so many of them.
Look. I got an idea. I'm just trying to be useful. All right, and I'm sick of everyone saying, "Oh, well, then there's Dorian." Just I got a really good idea. And like my therapist says, confidently,
Mm-hmm.
I stick to a plan and attack it. I gotta build it up here. And if it's too much, it's fine. I got other things I'm sure I can do, but you gotta give me a chance here.
All right. Just make sure you bring it back.
Okay. I can't promise the state of it, but I bet you it'll be great.
All right, Dorian, so what you doing?
I would like to try and infiltrate the lunar
Ooh.
cult. On the
Like,
way out,
that's,
Dorian's gonna go and find like just start fucking hoofing it. Like, holy shit, this dude can fucking schmoo.
I do. If you're heading out that way, you've got a target on your back. Why don't we swap jumpsuits? Take my number. I haven't started shit.
Oh, I mean, that doesn't seem very legal.
I don't think anything that we're doing here in the tunnels is very legal.
I mean, if you just want me on my clothes, I guess you could ask, but like,
survive the apartments and we'll talk.
All right. Yeah, no, let's swap jumpsuits with you.
All right, sick.
Like that snake mode challenge.
Hmm?
Like that snake mode. Got to be sneaky, underhanded.
I mean, me right now?
Yeah.
I got a plan. Let me to spin you a tale to convince you that is in no way a sales pitch. I promise you, this is just a story that hopefully you think my way at the end of it. Because he's gonna start hoofing it and get out towards the east there, but he's gonna find I'm gonna look for like a rock or something sharp, and I want to take the mask, and I kind of want to. I've watched a lot of like prehistoric tool making videos recently, and by recently I mean for a long time now. And I want to take that mask and kind of just like shatter a bit off of it, so it looks like like a part of it's just been raggedly broken off, and then I'm gonna put that on. And I would like to try and get involved in this cult, not a cult, group of leadership opportunities by displaying my vast physical strength in a very showy way, so I can use Challenge Beast.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
I am genuinely trying to actually impress them, not only with by wearing a mask of clearly someone who is very important and I have assumedly done harm to, because I will also get some blood on it from my own injuries and such.
Well, so I'll offer you some mechanical deal here.
All right.
I would still consider this snake mode because you are trying to infiltrate, but you can spend a fatigue to also add your challenge beast die to it.
That sounds like you're just making me read the rules. That's not a deal at all. That's just reading. No, but I'm down for it. Yeah. I mean, we will last fatigue, but hopefully we get some rest.
Hopefully.
You can't read.
You can't stop me.
What's everyone else doing?
Vesper, I guess, is gonna just... Is there with the whole monitors that's flipping through the live feeds, is it at one station?
Yeah, it is literally just a wall of monitors.
Okay. Vesper is gonna take a chair and kind of try to take, I guess, information gather from just staring at each one.
Yeah, surveying the opposition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would say that's a redacted challenge because you are using illegal means to win.
Yeah.
Hooper.
Yes.
While Vesper's doing that, can I be looking in that same monitor bank for where the VIPs are?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is
I
that
would
also redacted?
also consider that redacted. August and Hazel?
I will. I want to survey the land and sort of pin down escape routes and possible, like, where attacks might be coming from where we are within the tunnels.
I would call that a challenge beast challenge.
Wonderful.
And again, any of you can spend a fatigue to add a secondary capability to your dice roll. And Hazel.
Hazel's I think Hazel's gonna go sort of through this little bunker situation that we're in. You said there was a bunch of fancy clothes
Yes, there is.
hanging out. Cool. I'm gonna see if I can't find something, a bit more presentable, that'll fit under this jumpsuit. And I don't know if you would consider these the kind of fancy clothes where there might be, more of the masks that other fancy lad was wearing, or I don't know, hats or something. I don't know, something that might obscure the face. Glasses,
Sure.
for aesthetic purposes. Cool. Yeah. Definitely trying to appear like she belongs coming from the VIP landing, if that makes sense.
Yep.
And trying to get eyes on less on where the actual VIPs are now and how to get off this island.
Okay. Well, we go down the line. We have 5 different challenges here. We'll just start with Lionel. You are looking for any signs of VIPs. They themselves come with a built-in 8. Where? They are hidden for a d6, and the system itself simply makes them secure, which is going to add another d6. Which is a 7 plus the difficulty of 5, so your target number 12.
I get to roll a d8 and my name die?
Yeah, your name die, whatever your redacted ability is. You can spend acquisitions here if you think that'll help in any way.
Yeah, I've got the code book.
Ooh, yes,
the
absolutely.
wristwatch, and the inscrutable device.
I would say that code book would absolutely give you 2d4, take the higher, and add it to your total.
And then the wristwatch or the inscrutable device can add the. Is it just one?
It's just choosing.
Okay.
You could use
code
them.
book.
It just you would roll the 2d4 from the most powerful one. The others wouldn't really help.
Okay, yeah, code book then.
12 to beat meter beat.
Math. I rolled a 7, a 2, and a 3.
I believe that's 12.
I think that meets it, right? That's 12?
Absolutely, yeah.
12. Yeah.
That's yep. I would say that you would find in the. I can pull up my own map here. In the compound, you are seeing signs of extra security, of what you can only assume would be VIP treatment, and even getting the occasional glimpse of someone that's clearly not a competitor. August. Yours is a challenge beast. So you get your challenge beast die. You can also spend a fatigue to add another one of your capabilities, which you could maybe include redacted, because you now have more illegal knowledge of the island than the other competitors probably have.
How much time do we have in this recon phase?
Not a ton.
Okay, no worries. Then yes, I will use a fatigue, mark of fatigue to use
Add your name die, which would be a
redacted.
D6. And
that advantage D10 that we got, this is the phase that we need to use it?
Yep.
So I should use it now. We're not going to get another chance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
I'm just making sure
Final, you also could have added the D10, but it didn't matter because you succeeded.
8.
Would have made it a 16.
You extra succeeded. I should roll for yours. We have the island itself for D8. We have what is your name? Zane out there, who was ruthless. We'll throw another D8 in there, and let's bump his other die down to a D6 because someone decided to make a show of grabbing him by the hair, so we bumped that one down a little.
Bitches.
I rolled a 7 on both of my D8s, so that is also going to be 12 for you.
Okay. I got a 13. I rolled a 6 and a 7 are my two highest.
Absolutely a success. You're getting a very nice lay of the land. Some nice choke points and some good places for ambushes, all that good stuff.
Any particular... Can I ask about this right now?
Yeah.
Any particular escape routes that seem a little tucked away or less accessible that kind of get us either in the direction of the... Where's my map? VIP landing area or...
You are in the VIP landing area.
I'm sorry. I thought that we were still in the tunnels. Is there anything that outlines to an exit that's not marked on the map? That's what I'm trying to see.
You have the classified map. You know where all of the important parts are. But
Okay, there's nothing else that comes up in my search. Okay. Cool.
Dorian, you are infiltrating. I am absolutely going to throw a D8 because that is dangerous as hell. I'm going to throw a D8 for Zane's name. And honestly, a D8 because he's ruthless. Like, this is dangerous. Are you bringing a weapon? You bringing a gun to a gunfight?
Well, of course I am. What kind of fucking loser would I be if I didn't actually bring a gun?
I rolled a 5 plus a 5, so the difficulty's 10. And if you're bringing a firearm, then your challenge is automatically dangerous.
Good.
Great. I love it.
So I did spend the fatigue to make this a challenge beast as well. So I'm
Yep.
going to do snake mode and so I get my snake mode and challenge beast die.
Plus your name, plus a D10
plus my name,
advantage,
plus a
plus
D10.
any D4s from whatever weapon you're bringing.
So I only have the Walter. So I'm doing that.
And the D4 gets added on top of whatever your highest two are.
All right.
Don't roll low.
I don't plan on it. Okay, this is good. So that is going to be, what do I have? Jesus. Okay. I'm really good at math, I swear. 3 on the D4.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a 5 and a 4. So 12 total?
12 absolutely beats the 10. Yeah.
You
You have infiltrated, no problem. You are amidst their plans. You're able to overhear the fact that they are planning on just sending out waves of search parties just to kind of circle the island and just bring any stragglers into like choke points.
Can I make it clear what exactly my plan was? Is
100%.
like to like I'm not just like on the outskirts like, oh yeah, like I am fucking like proving myself like day one prison. Like I walk into camp, find the biggest person, like take off, like use the serrated edge of this mask and like slice at them, and then when they jump back, like gun them down really quick. Put the bats back on and be like, I'm part of your inner circle now. I'm Shadow of War in this bullshit.
Absolutely.
It was nice to know you.
You're in it now.
So here's the thing. While they're talking,
Mhm.
radio's on.
So Lionel is hearing all of this. Absolutely. King shit there.
Bestie!
Excellent.
Yep.
You are looking for escape routes.
Yes.
I think we said this was a redacted challenge.
It is, and I'm going to, if I may, spend a fatigue to also make it a social challenge. Because if I run into people,
Yes.
like I am prepping myself so that if I run into people, I have alibi on top of alibi.
100%. Yeah. So your name die plus your social plus your redacted plus a D10 plus any D4s if you want to spend some acquisition.
Excellent. I feel like that blank key card might come in handy.
Absolutely, it will.
Excellent. That is okay. It's a lot of dice, a lot more dice than I'm used to.
That's a lot.
Is it 11?
Oh, I didn't roll for yours. Hold on.
You didn't.
The
That's
island's
okay.
adding a D8. I mean, the fact that you are likely going to run into some of Zane's followers is going to add his D8 of die. And we'll add a D6 just for being
Just for shits and giggles?
the hidden aspect of what you're looking for.
Okay.
That is a 1, a 6, and a 6. So 6 plus difficulty 5 is a total of 11.
Meets it?
Which is good enough.
Okay. Hell yeah.
You would know that at the industrial port, there are boats, and they have the capability of leaving. The keys are in them. They are fueled. You just need to get there.
Okay. So the VIP landing area is not where we want to be to leave the island.
No. This is
Okay.
VIPs are dropped off. The boats leave.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Good to know.
And Vesper. You are simply being the eye in the sky. This is a redacted challenge unless you want to spend the fatigue to add another capability.
No. I'll save
Alright.
the fatigue.
So redacted plus
Since
your
I'm
name
there,
die.
can I assist?
There is no assisting in Scout.
Okay.
Your redacted die for D8 plus your name die of a D6 plus a D10 for advantage, and any D4s if you're spending any acquisition.
I'll go ahead and smoke a pack of cigarettes while I'm watching these feeds.
Yeah.
Calm the nerves, yeah. So
All
that
right.
D4 will get added on top of your total roll.
So let me mute my micro. Okay. Got
I should also roll for yours. I need to roll first. I need to remember
yeah.
that. A
Oh.
D8 for the island. A D6 for the fact that you were looking for things that are classified as hidden. And honestly, I don't know that I can add anything else. I think it's just those. Which is a 1 and a 1. So a total of a 7. Sorry, total of a 6.
All right. Oh, okay. Well,
Wrecked.
yeah, I know. I got a 16.
Oh, so you are tied for the most at the moment. Okay. Yeah, you have clear view of where everyone is spreading out for this final fight. And in addition to having, the radio there next to you, hearing all of these plans, makes sense that the two of you rolled the highest. And because you did, I need you both to roll your name die, which is a d6, and just let me know who rolls higher.
Okay. 5.
5.
Roll again.
Do it again. 6.
4.
Haha. I win. No.
You win.
Vesper, you get a D10 for the scramble portion of phase 2. Where,
Okay, cool.
with all of your information, with all of you reconvening, you would know that 2 things are happening. 1, search parties are being sent across the island looking for anyone really that has not yet joined the cult, the covenant, whatever you want to call it. So that is your defend task. If you do not do anything to stop them, bad things will likely happen because people are going to die. The I remember the name of it. The seize opportunity is that thanks to Dorian's work in getting in the inner circle, your little faction there has gathered some attention, and old Zane Law there is spreading word throughout the followers that you all work for the production team. You are the enemy. You're here to make sure that they all die. And that little rumor is being disseminated through all the hundreds of followers that are left. So, need to know who is dealing with the defend and who is dealing with the seize.
For the C's, are we like, is our task, are you telling us that our task is to like prevent that information from spreading, or do we get to decide what we're doing? Because we're going to deal with that, but we all as individuals get to decide how we want to deal with it.
The seize, yeah, it is just you going to deal with it. How you deal with it? I just work
Are
here.
we all back at the VIP area?
Yes, you are
Is what
together.
I need. Okay. All right. Might I propose a plan? We have 2 goals here. We don't have 2 goals. We have 2 options to deal with here. Stop the cult. Stop information spreading. My suggestion, we split up. 2 of us fuck Zane's shit up, while 3 of us hit that compound. Find out what the production team is actually up to.
Did you get a sense in our surveying all of the cameras how heavily armed they are, how guarded that place is? Or are we still flying in blind into the compound?
So you have very good views of numbers,
I'm
weaponry.
very... yeah.
Could go for some espionage. Be fun.
Well, don't take this the wrong way. You 2, pointing at August and Hazel, kind of beefy, more likely to kick the shit out of Zane. And car, go boom. Just saying.
You don't need muscles to make car go boom.
No, but I do have a feeling you're more likely to be able to hold off a bunch of people than the 3. Well, at least 2 of the remaining 3 of us.
I'm going to look at Hazel and shrug very casually and say, I'm happy to go deal with Zane, but I'm making eye contact with Hazel as I'm saying it.
If that's where you think our skills are best utilized, I can understand that, but
A suggestion. You don't have to agree.
Really, I would just like to get off this island. I have duties. I have places I need to go. I have a gun that hasn't been used.
Yeah, let's say we go kick some ass.
All right. August and Hazel headed off to defend. The rest of you headed to Seas to deal with this fact that hundreds of people on this island are now under the impression that you worked for the production team.
Yeah, we're gonna go take out the production team.
A natural
Let's
response.
do it.
Then
Become the production team.
Yeah.
Fulfill the rumor.
problem solved. So first up is our defend squad. This is a normal contest procedure, but each competitor player is allowed to roll the domain most appropriate for the threat you're opposing. You don't have to roll the same one. I'm going to roll the target here, which of course is Zane. His D8. A D8 for being ruthless. And I'm actually going to take a D10 for how incredibly outnumbered you are.
And what if that's not what we do?
Absolutely fine. I just have to roll for your target number.
Yeah.
What you decide to do against it is entirely up to
Okay.
you.
All right.
That is an 8 for me, plus 5, a total of a 13.
Hmm.
So, what the two of you like to roll? What is your chosen capability?
I don't know if this counts as rolling against this, but it might end up being a social roll.
Yeah.
Hey August. Go put some fancy pants on. Let's get out of here.
Works for me. I'm gonna go and get dressed. I've got the keys to the Hyundai.
And I've got the key card, and I know where we're headed.
Okay.
These fools want to send us to die? They can deal with Zane.
We're headed to the industrial port.
Mm-hmm.
That 13 absolutely stands because you're going to have to
Sure.
avoid patrols from Zane's followers in order to get there.
Can I
But-
mark a stress to add redacted information to this roll?
Absolutely, you can.
Bet.
So you're rolling social game, both of you. Plus, you can take fatigue to choose another capability. You're adding your name. Neither of you won the advantage die. So unless you want to use any acquisitions, it's just those two die.
I'm going
Which
to.
it sounds like you're using the car.
Yes. Yep.
So you can add a d4 for that, and then whoever has the car, mark it off. It is used.
Okay. As far as
Um,
acquisitions go, those also get used.
Yes, every time you
Even if we
roll
still have them.
d4s from an acquisition, it's gone.
Okay. Cool.
Can I argue survival gear as far as if we need to stop,
Absolutely.
hide?
Yes.
Cool.
100%.
That's kind of where I was headed to.
Yeah, the two of you have a 13 to meet or beat.
Hell.
Oh
yeah.
wait.
And you can spend
can I
trust with each
argue?
other.
I would like to absolutely spend a trust.
Would love to spend trust.
I want to argue for challenge beast if we interact to intimidate, but I don't know that that is the right. That's what I would prefer, but I will defer to
100%.
you.
Yeah, you can spend that fatigue.
Cool.
Add in your
Beautiful.
challenge beast die. And roll it
I
up.
can't find.
Hell
It's just a
yeah.
13.
And then are you spending the trust to bolster or to block fatigue?
Shit.
You want my name
I-
die or do you want to not be fatigued about it?
I mean, I already rolled and I rolled your name die, so I'm gonna honor that because I already
Okay.
see what my results are.
That's fair. That's
Makes
fair.
sense.
I think I'm gonna do the same because I could use all the dice I can get. There we go. That is it's a 13.
13 is what you need.
19.
19.
Jiminy Christmas.
Rolled a lot of fucking dice for that one.
19. Okay.
We're getting off this fucking island.
Look, I don't want to die here.
So the two of you are absolutely driving through these patrols, sticking to the information you got from the cams, just doing your very best. There would be a point where you would hear gunfire. The fact that someone has seen you, someone is taking shots, and you really have no choice but to just kind of drive that Hyundai off to the side, pop out, and then hoof it the short distance left.
Are we... So where... When Dorian sort of left to go vibe with these other guys undercover, whereabouts did that end him up? And would we know that?
But Dorian, I think that's up to you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was honestly wondering if I'd actually made it back to the group or if I was just kind of like with them and would like, I'm like convening via radio.
You have the radio. That's absolutely a good point. You could be conveying this from a distance.
Yeah, so like I'm just trying to figure out where I am. If it was okay, like
Yes,
it would. I'm
absolutely.
just worried if it wouldn't make sense to like go all the way back after being like, "Hey, I'm in your group." Like
100%.
to be like, "Okay, like I'll move towards the VIP area with the scout." We were like, that could be something that could be coordinated. I would say like destination wise, it kind of makes sense in my head that it would probably be around the Whitewater Industrial Port area. That seems like a larger kind of setup. And then they would be moving out from there.
Absolutely.
I'm just trying to think of like getting a message across. If I see that mask in the crowd,
I think we're about to find out. The two of you have made it to the industrial port. You have done nothing to defend from the wave, however, of the hunters. So that leaves your allies entirely up to the fate of the death match rolls. So we'll see how that goes. But that brings us to the seas. Again, D8. I have a D10 because you are all incredibly outnumbered. And I have another D8 because Zane is ruthless. 5.
Hey, Hoop, if I'm reading that map right, we don't have to go above ground. At least Vesper and I don't.
If you're headed to the compound, absolutely you don't.
Okay, just checking if that affects dice rolling because...
I mean, it's possible that other people have found these tunnels. It's possible you'd run into defenses, things like that.
Just checking.
Which is a 16 for the three of you.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dorian, I feel like you had a plan. You want to kick us off?
Oh gosh, I
What are you
did,
rolling?
didn't well, I would love it if I could try and like get this group to be going out towards the compound area, but like clearly understanding there's probably going to be very set up defenses and everything, and just trying to get them all set up as cannon fodder. Maybe
You're trying to get them killed.
I want to get rid of my immediate group here.
Yeah, I think
But-
I'd call that snake mode.
Yeah, it feels like snake mode. I'm just so good at
You can spend some fatigue if you'd like to add a different capability as well.
I don't have any more fatigue.
Can we assist by having him like looking at the cameras and being able to be like, hey, send them this way, send them that way?
Yeah. I mean, Dorian, if you have any trust you want to spend, you can spend it here.
I'm gonna hold on to my trust. My trust is important to me.
Oh.
So I've got 2d6 as it stands.
You
But
physically can't succeed unless you spend some.
no, because if someone's supporting me, that's one thing.
Yeah, I can throw a name. I can throw a name die, I guess.
There is no supporting in this. All of you have to act.
Ah, okay. So,
Ah.
cool thing is, I wonder if my experience as a dog trainer and giving command in an authoritative
Ooh.
tone would assist in this regard.
I would say so. Yeah, you could throw that.
Okay.
occupation die in there, which I still
Cool.
don't know if you can get a 16.
Don't think it will get me a 16 magically somehow, unless I can
You need some acquisition spent.
an acquisition. Which 2d4 I think would do it, right?
An extra 4?
Let me do this.
Possible.
I'll use one use of the smoke grenades to provide some cover.
Okay, yeah.
So that'll be 2d4s, and then I want to ply them all by getting them really chunked up with booze.
You can only spend 1 acquisition, I do.
Only one acquisition?
Only one.
What? Why not?
I believe. I could be wrong. There are 6 different PDFs that I had to
I mean,
read through.
you may use an acquisition if you do equals the tier of the acquisition removed. Okay, at the highest d4 result. It sounds like, yeah, I guess. Fine. All right, I'll just use
3d6 plus 2d4, taking the 2 highest dice and the 1 highest d4.
I'll just use the 1d4. If I'm gonna die, it might as well be interesting.
Yeah.
Bye. I'm gonna get them all drunk and send them out to die. What did I even have to roll to win at this?
16.
16.
How the fuck was I gonna roll that perfectly?
Perfectly, yeah.
Could you have used your gun?
Yeah, it's a sale. It's just one.
Oh.
We do have a hero point.
We do, and yeah, we do have a hero point. You can re-roll one of those.
You can reroll the entire thing.
You can re-roll.
I would need
Cool.
to. I wanna put it in the Cthulhu box because I trust that more than this fucking curse.
Hold on. And a +1.
And a +1. Okay.
God, ow.
Sorry.
Boys.
I got 1 6 in here.
Oh no.
I think I automatically had turned down.
I'm so sorry. I did not know that was gonna be so loud on mic specifically.
From yesterday, I was like, oh, he's loud.
So what's your
Fucking
total?
ouch. 14.
14. That is not...
With the
Even with
+1
+1.
included. With the
No,
+1
fuck.
included. I got a 3 on the d4 and a 4 on my other one besides the 6.
Not gonna do it. That is
Rolls fucking
unfortunately
16.
you're gonna have to mark a fatigue.
Well, I have an injury.
Got your injury, and we'll see how that injury happened in your confessional. But Lionel and Vesper, the two of you are headed to the compound.
Dressed in formal wear
Just inform where.
with masks, because we said we found some
Yeah, absolutely.
on
I
our
feel
little
like
golf
this
cart,
is-
tooling along in the tunnels.
Like this is both redacted, and if you wanted to spend some fatigue, throw in some social.
Okay.
Or make
Yeah,
it a
I
death
that.
match. If you come across anyone, you're just absolutely gonna riddle them with bullets. Go on your merry way.
Could I toss on my occupation in case we do come in across anybody? Because I have the talking to people skills as a hairdresser.
Are you adding on? Are you spending a fatigue to add social?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Then.
Okay.
And you. No, Vesper rolled the highest, so Vesper has a D10 advantage you can add to this.
But
yeah.
we all got a D10 advantage from the VIP.
That was for your scout roll.
That's right. Ignore
This
me.
is for the scramble. Only Vesper has it.
So I got
And we
name
also
die.
roll our name dice,
Yep.
or
So name die, D10, and then the capability or occupation. Or it doesn't matter.
If your occupation fits, you can throw in that as well. Also, if you're bringing any guns, don't forget to roll those.
gun. It's a D4 for gun.
Yep.
I might as well. To gonna put in my. An occupation was add fatigue.
No. So if you want to add another capability, then you can mark a fatigue and roll another capability. Other than
Oh, okay.
redacted.
Oh, okay, got it. And what was the highest that we have to be?
16.
16. Okay. All right.
And we add all the dice together to get that total?
The 2 highest die plus your highest d4. And Vesper gets to throw a d10 on it.
Okay, well, I rolled a 17.
So
My d8s are beautiful.
oh, I didn't roll the d8. I'm stupid. I was like, I'm missing something. I was like, why is
so
it
many
so low?
dice to keep track of.
All right. So highest on the d6.
Your highest 2 dice
Two.
that are not d4s, and then your highest d4. Don't forget to add your d10 from your advantage.
17.
Yes, a success from
Yeah.
both of you. You are slipping in to the compound, unnoticed, untouched. What are the two of you doing there?
Do we have any lookalikes?
I mean,
Is there anyone in the compound?
there are a lot of VIPs here.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a waiter just floating around with a fancy tray of champagne? Vesper's gonna yoink 2 glasses, hand one to Lionel,
Yeah.
and take one for himself.
Yeah. And are there any lookalikes of us?
Not that you're seeing, but
Okay.
it's not impossible.
So like everyone's
I
in a
think-
mask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I think if we have any indication that Dorian is in trouble, and since the other two have gone, like, we don't know what's going on with them, we don't have communication. I think if we have the walkies open with Dorian, I would sneak off at some point and be like, get your fucking ass to the compound.
You
Oh
would-
yeah, since it's like wouldn't they have like a monitor screen
Oh,
there as
yeah.
I
well?
think the two of you would, especially since like in a big screen TV, it would flash on and it would show like the landscape around the compound, and there'd be an army of survivors, rushing towards it, and the machine guns just open fire, just wiping out the entire force.
Damn.
Which Dorian was part of that force.
Wait, does Dorian have an eye patch?
He's got it fucking-
So, if the two of you want to ensure that Dorian does survive, you probably would have to, step away, get some of that special VIP treatment, and go either check on the bodies yourselves under the guise of like, we want to see the dead bodies in person. We don't want to just see them on the monitor. But yeah, you could certainly have your way of rescuing Dorian from being shot down.
Yeah, guess I'll go rescue Dorian.
Though that would do absolutely nothing for the fact that people now believe that you work for the production company.
But I'm becoming part of the production company. Like, I'm going to kill the
You're
production
kind of
company.
reinforcing the fact that you are part of
Yeah.
the production company.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You have seized the Battle Royale initiative, however. Which means that you get to determine stakes.
Snakes?
The snakes
Stakes.
too, yeah. The
I would
winner,
like a steak.
you get to choose whatever bonus capacity this Battle Royale will use. This is in addition to the Deathmatch capability that everyone gets to use for free. So you could say that this is a social game where people are going to, talk. You're going to influence them to join your side, influence them to fight for you. You can say this is snake mode, where you are fighting to the death, but you are tricking people into falling into traps, so falling off cliffs, whatever. You could say this is challenge beast, where you've set up traps and obstacles, things like that. Or especially redacted, because you have information most people here don't. So, what would you all like to set as the bonus capability, other than Deathmatch?
Wait, all of us get to choose, or
Two of you rolled 17s. Would the two of you roll your name dice again, please?
did we get any followers from that?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Would
it is. That is a.
Because that will change my name dice potentially.
We do need to see who won between the two of you because you rolled the exact same thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
I
Four.
got a 1.
Okay.
So, Lionel, you do gain the 17 boxes. Everyone else.
17?
Yep, because you rolled a 17.
Okay.
Everyone
my
else
name dice goes up.
gains 8 boxes because you all succeeded, other than Dorian, who gains 1. And it doesn't matter because Vesper rolled a 1. You, Dorian, get to choose. What is the bonus capability?
No, not Dorian.
Yeah, why would I?
Lionel,
Turk.
for some reason, I keep switching your names.
Turk, we're
It's just how
identical
Turk can
twins.
still win.
Yeah, we're obviously twins. It's fine.
So, Lionel,
Yeah,
what is
literally
the,
out here, my fucking only one who's ever taken any damage in this entire fucking game. Thanks, who?
And it's your own.
Oh, I
fucking
rolled
fault.
so terribly. It's 3 damage. Oh, it's only you have to beat a 3 on this 10 dice roll, and then Turk's up. Yeah, beat a 20, dipshit.
You're the one who ran off into
I
the woods
get I
and beat
hurt you
yourself.
last time. Oh my god, I did a great thing, and y'all are angry
You're
about it.
welcome. So, Lionel,
I'm
what
not
is
the one who
You
lost
didn't
an
come
eye.
home.
what is the bonus capability for this deathmatch?
Okay, so I think it's gotta be social.
Sure. We'll throw a social bonus capacity. Means that it's kind of gonna more come down to debate, more of talking your way through, breaking through this hold that Zane has over these followers with your words.
Mm-hmm.
We really
Okay.
should have done redacted. Just put it out there.
Oh, I forgot about redacted. I am sorry. I did forget that was an
We
option.
can
We all
make
have a
redacted.
D8 in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to make
It's
it redacted.
You have
I'm sorry.
access to tunnels. You have access to cameras. You have the advantage here.
Just blow the island up.
Sure, that's an option somewhere.
So, this is where I need everyone to make your rolls against the island, against being outnumbered, against Ruthless, and D6 for whatever his other trait was. I don't even remember what his other trait was.
Manipulative.
But thank you. Which has been downgraded to a D6.
Little
And this
fucker.
is everybody.
So yeah, everyone is rolling against a 9 plus 5 of 14.
And can we
Don't
still
want so many.
wager to argue different things?
Yes, so you can only ever add 1 bonus die. Everyone is rolling deathmatch. You can roll redacted for free, or you could spend fatigue to roll a different bonus die.
Got it. And I know that we're in. Can I have my gun?
Absolutely.
I have a gun that hasn't been used.
Yes,
Cool. That's a
bring it.
D4.
Yes. Know that you are making your challenge dangerous.
Okay.
Bringing a gun
For just me?
just you.
Or okay, good. Okay.
And our deathmatch dies. I'm so sorry.
Should be a D6.
That's what I thought. I
Unless-
wrote it down that way, and I was like, "Is that right?"
Unless your occupation makes your deathmatch a D8.
No, it doesn't. And we can wager to add on
What is that?
an extra dice.
You get your redacted die for free.
Okay,
But you
You
can
spend
put in
acquisition.
fatigue, yeah.
to get my social die too.
Wait, is my deathmatch supposed to be a D8 instead of the D6?
Your occupation might make it a D8.
Yeah, yours I would think.
Ah.
would.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I fill my fatigue track, I get an injury, right?
If you would gain a fatigue but you have no marks left, then you gain an injury.
Oh, okay.
Like
oh,
me.
so I'm at a full track then. I understand. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right.
So What do we got? And
17.
17 from August.
18.
18.
Sorry, we get name die, yes or no?
Yes, always get your
Yeah,
name down.
Yes, okay.
Always.
Okay. Got it. All right.
You have an 18
18.
on 2d8s, I assume?
Yeah. Plus, we get D4s for acquisitions, yeah?
Just the highest d4.
Yeah, I only rolled one.
Jesus.
I got a 7, an 8, and a 3, babes. Is that, am I doing math right?
No, you're good.
That math is
Yeah.
mathing to me.
Yeah. The math is
Yeah.
mathing. I didn't come here to fuck around, guys.
We're trying to get
I
off
wish
this
my
fucking
dice were that
island.
nice.
Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm doing math still. That's
I think I got a 16.
16.
Yeah.
15.
It's just
I gotta stop just staring at these dice. I have to get my depth perception back really quick.
Okay, what we take the two highest
Two
and
highest.
then
Two highest and your
and then
highest
the
d4.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to look at those. Oh, much better.
I got a 17.
17.
No, it's not. It's
17.
not. It's not bad.
And I
That
burned like all my acquisitions to roll more d4.
there's a 6 in there, and then there's a 5.
Oh yeah, I still have survival
2.
gear.
Darn it,
13.
Yeah. 13.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well I rolled a 4 on my
The
d4,
only
so
one that
it's not
fails.
gonna make it
Oh yeah, I got 4.
Probably.
What did I say, 16? So I got a 20 now with the survival gear.
good.
Did you roll double 8s and then a 4 on your d4?
Or maybe I did that. Okay, hold on.
It's your two highest and then the highest d4.
2 highs. Oh, 2 highs from that. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's okay. So
2 highest of the not D4s. And then
Yeah,
the highest
not
of the D4s.
D4s. Okay. Wait.
Find your highest D4.
Okay.
And then
3,
find your 2 highest that are not D4s.
6, and a 3,
9,
9.
12.
and then a 4 for the survival gear.
No, you only get to pick
The
one
survival
of
gear is the
D4s.
D4.
Your
Survival gear is your D4.
Oh,
You get to roll as like burn your acquisitions to get more d4s, and then you pick
Yep.
you look for the highest one.
just tell me what number I got. I'm too brain dead.
Oh,
you rolled a
so you
3 on your
rolled a
d4
4.
plus a 9 total on your 2 highest die for a 12.
Yep. Okay, yes. Yeah, 12. I rolled an extra die without
So-
needing to, I guess.
You all did win the Battle Royale. But those of you that did not beat a 14, you add a fatigue. If you don't have any fatigue left, you add an injury. Yes.
I'd like to use a trust to have my teammate take the injury for me.
Which fucking teammate?
I have just have trust like all everywhere, I guess. But since everyone got real angry for a second there,
That was just surprise. I'm
No.
That was very surprised.
hand it to me if you want to, Turd. That's fucking gold.
No. I mean, yeah, but
Do
no.
shit.
Yeah,
Do
we're
what you gotta
wearing
do.
gold.
I gotta give it to August because August has been so good lately. I gotta
That's
use
fine.
So,
I'm trying to get us an exit route, so like that's fine by me.
Can I spend a trust? Can I spend a trust on Dorian? If we are to meet in this fray close enough that August can take the heat for one of these injuries, to make him follow my lead.
That's up to Dorian.
That sounds like something I would do.
We are outside of mechanics at the moment. If you accept that deal, that's on you.
Yeah, if you have trusted me, yeah.
I've got 3 in you right now.
Okay. So,
Oh Jesus! You can't even see how high my eyebrows went up because I'm being restricted right now.
I've been incredibly
Um,
helpful this entire time, guys.
Vesper, you did roll the lowest. As
Yep.
these kill squads are coming in, what happened to you that made you fail?
Well, I didn't have my gun because I used it in that last push at the compound, which didn't really need it, but I used it anyways. I tried to eat some beef jerky from the survival kit, and it just wasn't enough. Maybe it's the new clothes, they aren't quite worn in. They're not made for battle readiness. So,
You were just overwhelmed, finding that
yep.
this squads of forces are starting to sweep in towards you.
Yep.
Dorian,
Hi.
not only did they seemingly see through your disguise or whatever happened, but you would have sustained injury, which August was there to take for you. What happened and how did August help you?
So we actually didn't do the confessional back from when he was getting shot up before.
We didn't. We forgot that.
We totally did, which I would love for all this just put together. Just we
Melted
just like
away.
see all this shit happening, and it just cuts to this room with like he's just fucking smoking a cigarette. I guess pain gets the better of us all. He's pulled down his headband over his eyes here, his one eye, and it flashes back to a scene of him like machine gun fire, a bunch of people dead around him. He's just gripping in pain at his face. At least I don't have to worry about the black eye, I guess. Can't blacken what's not there. Can't darken a soul that's already been quelched. What happens next is their fault. I've done my time. Tried to make it right. Now it's between them and God. This is good, isn't it? I hope you're happy. You okay there, Hope?
You hear a voice. Your ally, August, took a bullet for you. Did you want to talk about that?
I think my mic's a little loose. Can you get that set up for me?
I'm sorry, I can't leave the cage. I can't come in there. It's against the production policy.
Now we'll talk about August later.
Just cut the feed. Just cut it.
Just staring dead at camera at this point.
So yeah, August, you can mark an injury. And remember, if you take an injury that has a little dot in it, you do gain an advancement from it. And the advance is from the bottom left. But you all did win the death match. Well, we kind of talked about how, the two of you got to the industrial port, how you saw that Dorian had been compromised and they were about to kill him. August stepping in the way, taking some fire, taking that injury, and retreating back as much as you can. Is there anything that the rest of you, that those of you that succeeded, would like to add?
I imagine it's all very dramatic, of course, because of everything about it.
TV.
Sort of August driving this vehicle into the fray, pulling up and probably driver's side pulling up, taking the brunt of this attack. And Hazel just in a very familiar show pops the trunk. Get in the van.
Wheels himself up and around and climbs up into it.
Get in, loser, we're escaping.
Get in, loser, we're going out.
Bangs the back of the window.
Yeah.
Thanks a trunk. Let's get a move on.
So 2 of us have injuries now, right? Dorian and August?
Yeah.
Dorian, your injury is a 4, which is a severed ear.
Yeah, I'll Van Gogh the shit out of this.
August, your injury is an 18, which is severe blood loss.
Shit, I'm driving.
Just holding your rib cage, one hand on the wheel, as there's a growing pool of blood in your seat.
You just hear August over and over. This is not good. This is not good. Like trying to get somebody else from the back to come up.
You do need me to? Do you need me to drive? What?
Question, real quick. Eye versus ear, is that like a separate thing, or could I just like
If you
have
would
them both be
prefer
like?
the injury was an eye injury, by all means.
I'm going for aesthetic here, clearly, because I'm not here to win anymore.
The vibes.
Cheer for the badass.
Absolutely, then, yeah. And, well,
Good.
you all did not only win the seas, but you won the Battle Royale.
Question. I didn't get to say what I was doing.
Yeah, go for it.
Who is the producer in charge?
Not a single person on that island would know the answer to that question.
But are they here?
Not a single person on that island would know the answer to that question.
Can I kill everybody in the compound?
You can certainly start before armies of highly trained, highly armed security would intervene.
Oh, okay.
This place is the most secure place on the island.
Damn it.
Is there any way to hack the internal security? Take it over.
Eventually,
Potentially.
I would say probably, especially with the resources that you have. But for the moment, as part of your victory, I would throw in a tier 2 redacted acquisition of an encrypted USB.
Ooh, I'll take that. If I can't like do anything really fun to really fuck with the rich people's day,
Well, I would
just like to signal to security to drag Zane into the compound so I can kill him myself.
if you were to make a big show, reveal who you are, that you are a competitor, that you have gotten this far, that would earn you some unique advantages. And I think they absolutely, because since you all won the deathmatch, you won the seas, you all get to determine the fate of every single NPC you've come across. They would absolutely drag in Zane as rich millionaires and billionaires are sitting there, eating their caviar cheesecake, whatever, I don't know.
Oh, that's disgusting.
That sounds so gross.
And
that's a combination. No, gross.
yeah, watch as Zane is brought before you. What would you like to do?
Are you not entertained?
You'd get a few dozen, like,
Y'all really brought my own damn cousin to this game. Really. I mean, I hate him. But y'all got problems. I'll just shoot him.
it's a single shot, and then another chorus of.
Question. Darian, would you be radioing to tell
Dorian?
Dorian, I'm sorry. Would you be radioing to tell Vesper and Lionel that like we are I don't know what Hazel would be doing. August is
Apparently
not keeping
driving.
it a
You said
secret.
that you're not.
Yeah. August is
My
not
eye.
keeping it a secret that we are headed to the industrial ports, and I'm just curious if Dorian would also be sharing that with the radio because we have no way to contact them.
My eye hurts too much to talk right now.
Okay. I was just curious.
Smart boy.
I don't think Lionel has any intention of leaving anyways.
Yeah.
Well, with that, we have a few NPCs to clear up. Ted. Does Ted Quinn survive or die?
Are we doing like a thumbs up, thumb down, like gladiator
Sure.
system here?
We'll go on the count of 3.
No.
Count of 3, either thumbs
Up
up.
is for alive.
Up is alive,
Thumb is
down
for
is dead.
up is alive, down is
Literally,
dead.
no one has ever been able to confirm yay or nay on that. So, like, up is yay.
Yeah.
Up is live,
For
down is
those
bad.
about to die, we salute you.
Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Ted lives.
This
Zane,
is my one mercy.
I feel like Zane is
We,
shot.
do we have to vote? Yeah, we don't have to
But-
vote on Zane.
I
That's
killed
not
that
to
bitch.
say that he didn't survive with some quick medical attention.
Double tap.
I'm just saying.
Lionel also didn't come here to fuck around.
I feel like there's a certain degree with Zane that's just out of our hands.
At some point,
Would
we have to
anybody vote
allow it.
to keep Zane alive? No.
No.
Zane is dead. Luna Hart. 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Luna Hart survives.
wow.
There
My
you go.
one ally, you're gonna try and cut me out of this.
Nah, she's a potential problem.
She's the secondary cult leader.
Yeah,
True.
straight up.
Now she's a primary cult leader because the other cult
Yeah,
leader is,
there you go.
you know,
Good job for
Uh,
you.
it's the thing about cults.
An individual named Ashani Chandler, you would hear, has picked up the mantle of Zane.
I don't think is this on us at this point.
Not known to you. This is not an individual you've interacted with. You have no say in their fate.
Mm.
But at this point, we would enter the endgame. We would do a round of flashbacks, which I will ask you. We'll start with Lionel. What do you miss about
Okay.
home?
Sweet potato pie.
Of course. August. What do you miss about home?
My goats. I just want to get back to my goats.
Dorian. What do you miss about home?
The control.
Excellent. Hazel.
Hmm.
You miss about home?
I don't.
Ooh.
But I
Okay.
don't want to be here more.
Vesper. What do you miss about home?
Not much a difference between here and home. I barely trust people there. I barely trust people here.
People are trying to kill you every day.
It's just Tuesday for Vesper.
For you,
enough.
it was the most important day of your life.
Then these would be the final thoughts as that klaxon sounds yet again. The gunfire stops. The survivors are told, please refrain from killing one another for just a moment. Think about what you have to live for. Take a breather. You're going to need it. And we would, at this point, go our separate ways. We are running a little low on time, so instead we are simply going to... That car... Well, the car's been toast. The car was shot to shit. At some point, we'll have to ditch it. And the island is left to its normal, calm state. Everyone gets to mark in advance. Those of you that have taken an injury will get your second advance. And we enter the standoff. This is where Lionel, I need you to shoot me a message letting me know if you are here to win or if you're here to break the game.
Okay. Holland, how do we know? So for the advancements, real quick, how do we know what dice our occupation is worth again? Is
D6.
It
just a
starts
D6.
D6, so you can advance it to a D8.
Okay.
That's yeah.
In fact, you can all send me a message of whether you are here to
Yeah.
win or if you're here to break the game.
Yeah, but wait, we have to message all of the people we've been damning this entire time.
Yeah.
Like,
All of this secret communication going on.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've literally
I
sent
don't know what
nothing
you're
to
talking about.
nobody ever.
Uh-huh.
No.
Here,
I
wait.
can talk to these people.
Okay. Hazel, I
Just
have
met
your
Mary
answer.
today.
August, I have your answer. Vesper, I have your answer.
I'm so fucking excited.
Waiting on two of you.
I know.
Oh, sure.
Look me in the eye.
The thought of some of you messaging each other being like, we're gonna break the game, right? We're allies? Yeah, we're gonna break the game. And then immediately sending me a message saying, fuck it. So, Lionel and Dorian. Dorian, I have your answer.
Let's fucking do this shit. Let's fucking do this shit, everyone. Let's fucking do this shit. I'm putting on my fucking iPad. You know, it's fucking time, everybody. It's fucking time. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's go.
God damn you!
Let's
Why
go.
are you like this?
Because I'm very
Why?
hype. And also, I'm going to put
Bits
this
of the
back
bit,
on.
Dirk.
There's definitely a lot. No, there's too much skin. We're going to get canceled.
You literally said at the beginning
I
of
gotta
the
cover
session,
my
you're
mouth.
like, don't worry, I've got something better since I couldn't find gold. And
There's
then,
way too
sure
much.
enough.
There's way too much skin. I'll
Is
Is
I'll
this why
cover-
you wanted me to get you out of that jumpsuit?
No.
Sam,
Oh my gosh.
Sam, please tell me you are still in chat and can gift that.
Oh my gosh.
Lionel,
I'll
I
do
just
this.
need your answer.
I know you need my answer. I'm stalling.
I know.
Just gotta, be respectful, cover the nipples, that's all.
Fine.
You couldn't see it, chat, but I just winked at you. It's
Sam got it.
Yes! Sam is my hero.
What you got? What's your answer?
Yeah, but see, like, there's like what would Lionel do, and there's what Cassidy would do.
Mm-hmm.
Are you playing Cassidy right now?
I don't know, honestly. The bleep there's a little fun.
I need an answer. Of everybody's response. You have all either chosen to break the game, to defy the rules, to find a way around this one victor requirement, or you've chosen to go for it all and be the lone survivor that walks away with everything. So, we have now entered the endgame. If at least one player has chosen to play to win, we run the standard endgame as usual. One player at least has chosen to play to win.
Hmm.
I'm gonna eat my dice.
This might as well happen.
Yeah.
Might as well.
We just have to take them out, and then we can break it, right?
If at any point there are only competitors that have chosen to break the game, would be competing to kill each other, you can call a truce, and you do not have to kill each other. There we go.
Ian.
The klaxon sounds one more time.
Cass.
And
We just like lean into camera and be like,
everyone, you are left to your own thoughts, your own reasoning of, okay, no, surely we're all in this together, right? Or the thoughts of, how do I get out of this? So, I need you to all to roll a capability of your choosing. Of how you are basically setting up, getting ready for the final showdown.
It's the final showdown.
I am not rolling anything for this. You're rolling against each other.
We just roll one dice.
You're rolling whatever capability you want to use. You're rolling your name.
Mm-hmm.
If your occupation helps you to kill people, you can add that. And any acquisitions you have, you can tack those on. This is not the killing each other process. This is simply how you are giving yourself the advantage when it comes to the killing process.
Advancements good for this game?
What's that?
Are our advancements that we've taken so far, can we...
Yes, yeah.
Like
they
if I
apply
took-
immediately.
Okay.
Okay.
So everyone, you're free to roll up your results and let me know what you got.
And we just take the highest dice.
Highest two
Plus whatever
non-D4s, plus the highest D4 if you're spending any acquisition.
highest, wait, so just single die or two?
The highest
dice?
2 dice. It is a normal check.
Okay.
Once everyone's got it, we'll go around and get
Do we
everyone's
ha-
results.
Sorry, are we like gonna have a chance to make arguments as to whether occupations apply to killing or not, or are we just like
I leave it up to your
all, like
discretion.
are we all acknowledging that only Vesper should have the occupation die here?
I entirely leave it up to your discretion. If you think being a hairstylist would give you an advantage in murdering someone in cold blood.
Those scissors are sharp. I worked in a salon for 3 years.
Everyone good? We all have our number?
No. I wish I didn't have my number. No, actually, that's not terrible. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Get out of here. You're banned to the Cthulhu box.
Banished to the Shadow Realm.
All my low rolling dice are out of the box.
All right. Everyone's got our number?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Lionel, what's your number?
19.
19. August.
16.
You say
Did I
16?
meet it? 16.
16. Dorian.
17.
17. Hazel.
12.
12. Vesper.
17, I believe.
17. It means that Lionel, you have won the scout. You gain a D10 advantage in the end game, and you also, more importantly in my opinion, get to determine how the team is split. We are about to split into 2 groups.
I don't know
if
who said
either
they were
group-
doing play for.
You have no clue. If either group contains someone that is playing to win, that team is about to fight to the death. If any team has only people that chose to break the game, they can ally and you don't have to fight to the death. This is purely your decision of how you're splitting up into these 2 teams.
Interesting.
My God. sorry, I gotta get that perception back briefly.
You've done this to yourself, Turk.
I know, but it was
Oh,
worth it for the
Committed to the
vibes.
vibes.
Like the whole game, you've just done this to yourself.
Turk is nothing if not committed to the bit. And I
It's
respect him for
true.
that.
Like
I
do
have learned
respect
that. It's very, very dedicated.
it. Okay. Okay.
You can send every other person to the other group and go by yourself to one group.
Bold.
Wait, a group of NPCs or just like I
It's
am
just
my own group?
You.
The temptation. But I like the drama of potentially putting myself in a group with someone who wants to kill me. So I know what I'm going to do. And let's leave the groups as is, me and Vesper and everybody else.
Lionel and Vesper heading one way. At your direction, you have everyone else splitting off. Vesper, you'd probably receive, you'd all receive a call over the radio from Lionel saying that, hey, I have a potential way out. Vesper, I need you. The rest of you, continue to the boat. Do what you got to do.
What happens when you don't answer your DMs, Turk?
And we split.
I didn't take. I took that as a. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
Yeah, but you didn't tell me what you were doing.
Lionel and Vesper.
I didn't tell anyone what I was
The
doing.
two of
I
you
know.
meet.
Actually, that's not true.
You hear the announcement over the intercoms that congratulations on making it this far, competitors. Now we come to the bittersweet end. And know that we appreciate the sacrifice you have all made on this glorious day. But it must come down to one. And we thank you for dying. Lionel and Vesper. If there is one among you that chose to play to win, the two of you are about to fight to the death. And there is none. You both chose to break the game.
Good luck, guys.
yep.
For the rest of you, if there's one among you as you head towards that industrial port that chose to play to win, we are about to fight to the death. Among the three of you, there is at least one that chose to play to win.
I'm like going back and checking my answer to Hoop.
Is it me, Jesus?
Is it me, Jesus?
So, this is a death match roll. You're all going to roll whatever die is associated with your deathmatch capability. You're going to roll your name. If your occupation applies, you roll your occupation die. You can spend fatigue to add another capability die if you would like. You can spend any acquisitions if you have weapons. Now is probably the time to use them. This is the last roll. For two of you, this will be your last roll.
Do we need to explain what we're doing to you, Hoop? Or do you want us to just straight roll?
Just roll,
All right.
and we will do the voiceover after.
And we can choose to do fatigue stuff, right?
Yep, if you have fatigue to spend.
Well,
is there trust
if-
to
if-
spend?
There's absolutely no trust to spend.
Okay.
Okay.
Just checking.
Not
Just
even
yeah, because what if it's with an NPC?
Oh,
What if it's with someone who isn't in this fight?
Yeah.
let
Ow.
me make sure.
While you're thinking about it, I'm gonna get some dead perception back. That's. Well, it didn't smack me in the eye. Oh, fuck it. All right, fine.
Whichever of us put fucking play to win This is ultimate betrayal. We can never be friends again. This friend group is
Play
fucking
to win.
shattered.
We're gonna have words after stream.
Yep.
I will also throw in that anyone that chose play to win, you get a D10 advantage die called a backstabber die.
Bitch.
Fuck! Wow.
You know.
Make the force.
There is nothing that says you can't use trust in your NPCs.
So NPC trust is good, but you can't do player trust. Okay.
Even if the players aren't here, even if the players
about to
aren't
say,
the ones
even if
trying to
it's me
kill
and
us,
Vesper.
Right. You cannot use
So-
trust in other players.
I'm gonna cry.
So what is Luna's name die?
Luna is a D6 as a writer.
Okay. Oh, I have
She's a
immediately
very
lost.
soft-spoken, very calm individual.
Okay, and it's a deathmatch contest, right?
Deathmatch, name die. If you're spending fatigue to add
Okay.
anything.
Deathmatch.
Acquisitions if we have them.
Positions,
Die.
yes. Use them.
Trust. Acquisitions. Absolutely. Where's my other D4? There's my other D4. All right, in the box. And
Okay.
occupation if it applies.
Poop. For funsies, if Vesper and I have any acquisitions left, could we have sent them to people?
You cannot. You are in two different places.
Okay. Just checking.
What if I did that? And gave them
Then you would have
something.
a +1 to this roll.
Stop.
Maniacal laugh.
Oh no, he's doing things. He's so pleased.
He's clipping into the forest. There's too much power.
As is right and good.
You.
Does the
Special
three of you
little
have your totals?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me just put them up here on my laptop so I can be away from the others. Oh, wait, there were two.
No contamination here.
Will the three of you send me your totals, please?
Okay.
Oh,
The drama.
that is very true. I love this. I love this so much.
I'm so mad.
I'm so glad I'm not in it.
Look, I was like,
Okay. Hazel,
Yes.
in the end, as the three of you are marching towards this port, you know there can only be one. Only one person is walking away from this place. How do you try to get the jump on the other two, but unfortunately fail? How are you cut down?
This motherfucker. Fucking kid.
You're
What?
doing great, sweetie.
I didn't try to kill anybody. I just knew you guys were going to, apparently.
What happens?
I think. I think because Dorian has that walkie going, and I think I don't know if Lionel says something that's a little bit shady or taken the wrong way, or he reaches for the walkie, but it looks like he's going for a weapon or something. But Hazel's too on edge. The second it looks like one of these fools are going to turn on her, my goal is getting off this island, and I can't do that if I'm dead.
Absolutely.
And that is far more important than saving any of your asses.
And unfortunately, how are you cut down?
I think I'm too focused on one of them, and the other one sees me going for my weapon. So I'm too focused on Dorian. And then I don't know if August would... I'm not going to claim that anybody in particular cuts me down. It might be an NPC. I don't know. But somebody sees me going for it and beats me to the draw. I'm not built for speed.
It's just a tense heartbeat moment where everyone's kind of like walking towards the boats. And there's a loud pop, which may have been a gunshot. It could have just been a noise from the speakers meant to startle you. And suddenly you're reaching for your weapon and then feel the shot rip through you and just collapse to the ground.
If we're being dramatic, I think the blank key card and the mask sort of fall off.
Once. Dorian. I need you to let me ask August what happened. August, why were you cut down?
I died?
You have died.
Can I share with the class what I rolled?
Yes.
I rolled a fucking 19. Turk topped a
You did.
19.
2d10s work wonders!
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Motherfucker.
You sneezy motherfucker.
I think that I turned to Hazel because Hazel and I have been in it. We kind of had that moment of like, we got to get off this fucking island and we're going to help people if they have if they get to us, we are going to help everybody go. And so I'm turning to Hazel to be like, what the fuck are we going to do? Because as far as I know, Hazel's on my side. And I think I see Dorian shoot Hazel. And I am just too stunned because I did not expect that it was going to be. I turned to Hazel because I think Hazel's on my side. And also, of the two, if somebody's going to kill me, it's going to be Hazel. I didn't expect it from Dorian. I didn't think that the one other person who speaks animals the way that I do was going to be the one to try to kill me.
You see Hazel get gunned down in that moment of shock. Dorian, you say anything? What does this moment look like?
So this whole thing kicks off because I've cleared out with Luna and her friends that they don't need to shoot anyone here as we're walking away. They just need to fire a shot in the distance, just enough to distract them for a moment. From that hill they've been moved up to because we told them to move to that bunker, and it was quick, you know, getting that shot off and dropping a smoke grenade right in the middle so it's spinning and spewing its
Smoke grenade.
contents out. Caused a lot of initial panic and then a quick little which, you know, blood spray does not help when there's a lot of predators around. And so that's going to cause immediate confusion in the pack. Unfortunately, with August in particular, I mean, he's a good guy, I'm sure. But that's not what this contest is about anymore. It hasn't what it's been about for a while. I mean, they all looked at me and told me that. I just got better at it. And so it's clean. It's not cruel.
Not suffering.
I know how to put down overly aggressive creatures. I mean, the mark on my neck for when they bit into my whole fucking neck speaks to that. Sure, they pulled it off, but I was the one who pulled the trigger anyway.
Amidst a sudden chorus of gunshots, as confusion rings out and
just real clean. Just shh. Just let it happen. It's a clean, quick kill. Don't worry.
I think the last thing that you hear is August just being like saying probably one of the goats' names because I have a whole ass backstory about how these are the only things that August has left.
I'm gonna take care of your goats, okay?
Know what the goats are?
I can find them. Pop.
I can only assume then that Luna Hart does not survive.
I go and as that congregation comes down, I be like, great job. All right, let's head down. Very quick. Again, it's as simple as, you know, it's the flock. It's the people are setting themselves up like alphas all over the place, and unfortunately, when you turn your mind to bad science and take out the leader, everyone else just kind of crumples, and it's oh boy.
You'd even see like some of the local security that's kind of just been watching this all happen just look at you make eye contact, and as you turn, you just hear the gunfire erupt.
It's good TV.
Absolutely it is. Which means you still have a job to do. Vesper and Lionel.
Fucking bring it.
I'm
so roll
interested.
Messaging
D6
me
here.
during session 0 yesterday, like I wouldn't clock that shit.
I have a D6 here. There's a number under my finger. Who wants even and who wants odd? Because from here it is 1v1 until every single person who chose play to win is dead, or there's only one person left. So which of Lionel and Vesper wants even and which wants odd?
Even.
You pick, Mary.
Even?
I'll take God.
So Vesper is odd, Lionel's even? Or other way around?
Other way around.
Vesper is
Yeah.
even, Lionel's odd.
Yep.
It is a 2.
2.
Vesper, as you are hearing chaos erupt across the island, which is slowly dying off, the two of you get separated. Amidst explosions, amidst vehicles that just come zipping by, and the two of you have to seek cover away from each other. And standing there is Dorian. The two of you roll Deathmatch, plus your name die, plus your occupation if it applies. You can spend fatigue to add another capability if you would like. You can spend as much acquisitions as you want.
I don't get my backstabber die anymore, do I?
Do not.
I do.
You still have your D10 from winning, yeah.
Yeah. So I got D10, name die, deathmatch, and occupation.
Yep. And you can spend fatigue for another capability if you would like to.
That would give me an injury.
That's fine. As long as it's not your last injury.
Yeah, so will dying.
Dying is getting all the
Yeah,
injury.
true.
That's
all
about
right.
all the injury you get.
I'll go ahead and spend the last fatigue then
Okay.
to get my first injury.
And the two of you can roll up your pools.
I'm also marking a fatigue, which is an injury. Oh no! My hubris. Oh god, what is that? Okay.
This is the kind of game where you have to trust the people you're playing with. Not because you think they're going to do what they say they're going to do, but because you won't be hurt when they inevitably betray you.
Right. So remind me one more time. 2 highest from the D6.
All of them except from the D4s, yeah.
All except
And then your highest D4.
Okay.
And you can both send me your results.
Am I getting added? Who's adding?
I hope
People
I added
angry.
this right.
No! I don't want to be dead to anyone.
I hope
That's why I'm killing everyone else.
I didn't trust this motherfucker from the beginning.
I really hope
I
added
knew you
this right.
didn't. That's why I played you for a fucking fiddle.
I told you I was making a deal with Miri on the side, and you didn't.
I was there. I'm gonna deal with Miri.
Well,
I'm gonna deal with everyone. I was gonna deal with everyone but Kian because I was like, hey.
Deal with Miri.
But to be fair, I said to myself,
well,
you know
two-
what?
two
I'm
of
gonna
you
be best
that
friends with Kian
responded.
in game.
It's
No.
only Cass and
Dorian, what you
When-
got?
Oh, sorry. Do you want? I got a demo too. Sorry.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
again.
me.
Okay.
We got good television to make.
I got very good television to make.
You are joking. That's incredible.
I swear the numbers are here.
No, this is amazing. As the two of you come face to face, you are clearly seeing that Dorian is splattered with blood. And so, because of that, with a difference of 1 separating your two results, Vesper, you have no choice but to kill Dorian.
And that's why we kept the mob boss alive.
Dorian,
1 point.
1 point.
1 point.
8, 4, and a 4.
Dorian, what happens? How do you get cut down?
He assumes a wolf is going to show empathy. I think that's the really key, crucial part here. He takes that last interview, where clearly he's fucking shifted, and he walks up trying to play this injured lamb. They turned on me. I don't know what happened. I mean, and I feel like it's a simple matter of fact that Vesper has seen this a million times. You know, he knows what a real injury looks like and what a fake one looks like. So they just have no choice but to. They're just like, oh, okay. It's the only one reason they want to be full in this fucking shit. Like, notices the offset of tactical equipment being held near where the injury is being pressed under the clothing, and is like, that's a gun. Okay, cool. It's clean. It's efficient. It's like, it's not like, oh, in judgment on him, but it's just.
Vesper, is there any second guess, any doubt, anything at all?
Back up what Dorian said is going into the confessional. He's just like sat down in a chair, kind of has hands on knees, kind of like doing that. Just like, I know when someone's different, when someone's gone. And once they're, if you put a person like that past a line, they can't step back. Especially not that kid. Especially not him. After what he's been through, he wouldn't be able to go back. And maybe it's the whole propaganda of the island that got to him. But I had to take him down, or else he would have gone after Lionel. And we have to end this.
And with Dorian now lying in a pool of blood, Lionel reconvene, seeing Vesper turn and just simply walk away from this now corpse. Was an ally a moment ago, is now dead. Would you address it in any fashion, or we just, it is what it is?
There a camera crew nearby?
Oh yeah, can I take the walkie-talkie off of his body?
Yeah, absolutely. There are there's cameras.
Yep.
Do I see one? Like, is there a, like,
I think-
is there one?
At the very least, from how much you'd studied the cameras from that VIP room, you'd know where to look to address one.
I think Lionel will walk over to the body, look down at it, nudge it with a toe. Turn around, look at the nearest camera.
And with that, there are 2 of you left. You have the option. You can work together. You don't have to kill each other. If you choose to work together, we get a redacted ending. It's up to you.
We're talking. Hold on.
We just
You know, it's super easy for one of you just say no, and it's like one of you has like a shotgun, but like, what am I? Just a disembodied voice of
No,
entertainment.
the shotgun's gone.
yeah, the shotgun's gone. It's been gone for a while.
Oh, never mind then. Mm.
So's my gun.
I think
Catch these hands.
both
man.
of you just toss aside the emptied clips the discarded weapons and are just kind of staring at each other for a moment.
Lionel will just walk up, loop his arm with Vespers, give him a kiss on a cheek, and said, "Let's go fuck up their day."
After you.
All right. The end of this game is you versus the production team.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
There are stages of this game that we are skipping for the sake of it being a one shot, but I feel like I would love to play a full island of this because a full game of this because there are multiple islands, multiple scenarios, multiple like chances to backstab each other and gain allies. This game is so much fun. But for the two of you, you both get to choose. You get to apply a hit to Deathmatch Island, a hit to the production company. After too many hits, this island will be forced to shut down. So, your options are smuggling out damning footage as the two of you slip onto a boat and escape. You have the option to blow something critical up. You have the option to kill or recruit critical members of the production staff. Or you can hack or destroy critical infrastructure. Communications, transportation, manufacturing, recruitment, armaments. What would each of you like to pick?
Well, Hooper, you gave me that encrypted USB.
I did. That's chock full of information.
Want to go on a cruise?
Yours is good.
Cruise is good. Think we're gonna leave.
Vesper, what would your hit be against the island?
You know, Lionel has that USB, and as much as I would love to blow something up, there does need to be evidence intact. So I'm just gonna recruit a few people over to my side and to my family.
Yeah. Two of you board the boat. Absolute, blood splattered, just staring at these production crews. The host that's been talking this whole time just looks at you. Where would you like to go?
Lionel.
The crew.
Where are we?
Also, side note, what's my injury?
Oh, yeah.
Roll for my injury, I need to know.
13. Injury table is an impaled thigh.
Sexy.
Hi.
The two of you board the boat, and it takes off from the island, starts sailing off, knowing that you have damning proof that this place not only exists, but what's going on here. And that is the official end of season 1 of your version of Deathmatch Island.
Yeah, get wrecked next time.
I'm gonna say season 1.
Yeah, there's another table coming up.
Somebody said reboot.
So,
With enough medical advancements, yes.
Time loop deathmatch win.
Well, honestly, I was expecting full on the cloning thing. I was like, oh hell.
I know.
We don't. They're not our. It's on our own lives. We have implanted memories. Like this is straight up the island. Like.
Yeah.
it's entirely possible it could be. In like the full game in between islands, you have a chance to sit down and like you can talk about story beats that we can mark off and you can go, okay, I think this is happening, I think this is happening, and it kind of like
Ooh.
shapes the way that the different islands go. It is a very, very cool process. Not capable in a one shot. But thank you all for being here. Thank you for being an amazing cast and crew. Everyone that came out to watch us and support us. Inadequate Dragon, thank you for the raid. Pathfinding Adventures, thank you for the raid. Oh, this was a thing. This was everything that I wanted, and I am so happy. I am going to go around one more time, let everyone tell you who they are, where you can find them on the internet, and then we will get on out of your hair. We'll go the same the same way we did for intros, and start with Cass.
Hi, I'm walking away fully uninjured.
As is good and just.
Get wrecked, Turk.
I mean, I've been wrecked. I knew you'd be a problem.
I
should have convinced everyone else. Unfortunately, you rolled too well.
You really should have knocked me out of the game first, and you didn't. Anyway, I am Cass, better known as Yoda or Yoda Almighty. Coming up, what have I got going on? Not a lot in January. I will be over on Singularity this time next week on Sunday for the City of Mist game, Fragments of Tomorrow's Apocalypse. Everything is fine and good for my character. I play a Rift of Pan, which is going great for him. I didn't wake up my nemesis a couple sessions ago. It's fine. And then I will be on Singularity again on the 27th for our spy game with King's Gambit. We're playing the Outgunned system. Please get back their Kickstarters and stuff. It's amazing. It's a fun system. Dice pool system. And then I will be back here on the 29th for Heart with Doc. We're finishing up that 2-shot. I'm playing my little, spicy brained Noel. And then February 5th, I will be over on Sin's channel for the debut of Queen's Gate Chronicles, my guys. And so that's a system that Sin has written themselves and put together, and we're gonna be playing. It's gonna be so much fun. That cast is wild. You guys thought this was chaos. This is also going to be chaos. And then I've got some other stuff popping up in February, so keep an eye out. I'll be showing up pretty regularly on other places.
Heck
So.
yeah. And over to Kian, who I feel was the first of our numbers to truly be betrayed.
Look. 2 things y'all need to know about me. 1, I almost always play the betrayer, and this time I was like, I'm not gonna do that because I have a whole fucking backstory. And 2, Kian's an idiot, so I didn't see any of that coming. Hello everybody. My name is Kian. My pronouns are they, he. You can find me on the interwebs at uptight_chiffon, uptight-chiffon, depending on where you are. On Tuesday, I'm gonna be over on Singularity Roleplay for our gay camp slasher flick game. It's a lot of fun. Wednesdays is our Beacons finale over on HSC. We're really, really excited, and by that, I mean we're scared. I just got my capybara buddy back, who I got tattooed on me last week, and I'm really soaked, or week before, I don't know. But I'm really excited. Come hang out there. You'll see some familiar faces from around the table. On Thursday and Friday, I will be over on Entropy Emporium, which launches this week. I'm super excited about it. Thursday, we will be playing Cypher, GM'd by Harp. And Friday, we will be playing Thirsty Sword Lesbians, DM'd by Taylor at Potato. Super fun games. I'm so stoked for both of them. You can find all the information on social media. I am here every other Saturday for our Fabula Ultima campaign. I'm not sure when our next game is, so I'm not going to throw a date out. I am over on Exquisite Corpse Presents. I'm doing our YouTube series, Thorns and Rust, that is using Spliced, which is a new system that came out late last year. And I'm also here for our Old Gods of Appalachia YouTube series, which has been a lot of fun. We're coming up to the season finale for that one, the series finale. I have a couple of other things coming up. Follow me on social media. That will be where you hear about it first. That's me.
Yeah. And our first true betrayer, I feel. To be fair, I think Hazel may have been our first true betrayer, but you were our most successful betrayer.
I will have it known to the folks at home. I sent Hoop to break the game, so this was not an intentional betrayal.
100%. It was just me who said go for the win.
Oh, I misunderstood what you said that you're here to fuck shit up. I thought that meant you were here to win.
I sent you a gift that said break it, Hoop. I don't.
I misunderstood, but thankfully it changed nothing.
Get in the comments.
Thankfully, it changes nothing. So, yes,
I
our
would die
first
anyway.
true and only betrayer of the group.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm dying. All right. Hi, everyone. I feel terrible about murdering a few of my friends.
Liar.
No, I don't. Yeah, it was pretty
Liar.
fun. I'm usually, hi. If you know me as Turk Accented, I'm usually such a team player and get very anxious about people taking things that might even harm themselves in RP decisions. So getting a chance to play the game here and be friends with everybody and kind of build that web was pretty fun. And yeah, sure, maybe not everyone got hit, but at some point, that's not in my hands. That's on Hoop and whoever's rolling's hands, Like, I can't control what other people are rolling, If I could, people would be hurt a lot earlier, a lot more frequently. Gosh, you think I was stumbling into problems like a fucking idiot, because I was just playing a character? I was, but... Yeah, if you want to see more of me and the things I do, and more villain arcs, I don't usually have them. But tomorrow on Neon Lights Roleplay, we'll be streaming our last recorded episode of Oathsworn, to the Dragonlords, which is a game by GM that is epic fantasy meets Greek mythology. It's been really great. This last episode, it's can be a humdinger. I'm gonna gotta watch it too, so maybe we can have like a little watch party or something if you're interested. Just let me know. And on the 11th, I'll be here playing in the Blades Against the Dark, which is a cool interlude with the Delta Green crew. Which should be really fun. I'm basically playing Wayne from Letterkenny. And I suggest you let that marinate. But yeah, beyond that, January's kind of quiet, but I'll be back here for on the 23rd for the next installation of Caravan of Cthulhu. So be on the lookout for that. A lot of other really cool stuff coming up in the future. But thank you all so much for watching us today. Thank you all for the fellow players for not hopefully hating me as a person. I swear I don't normally do this. You can trust me, please. Why are you mouthing bad things and like scratching your mouth like I don't actually usually absolutely commit myself to being betrayed against
I said
half
it
the
was
time.
beautiful. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, never mind then. We can talk later. Anyway, yeah, that's too much out of my mouth. Y'all are great. Thank you for letting me be an asshole.
Yeah. And over to the most misunderstood survivor by me,
Just a poor little meow meow.
the production crew. Over to Kit.
How dare. Hi, I'm Kit. You can find me most places on the internet at KitRoll or on Twitter while supplies last at KitRollCause. The nice thing about playing with this crew is that most of the things that I have to talk about have already been mentioned. Every other Saturday on Lost Caravan, right here, same bat channel. I will be here with a number of these fools playing Fatal Ascension, our Fabulous Ultimate campaign, where I'm just another misunderstood little guy, just a little robot. Don't worry about it. Done nothing wrong ever in its life. Everything's fine. On Wednesdays, you can catch beacons of. I don't even know what that means, Hoop. I've never done one of those. It's not in my programming. Every other Wednesday, you can catch Beacons of Farlight, as Kian mentioned, over on High Shelf Collective, using the aforementioned beacon system. It is delightful. It is sci-fi. It is post-apocalyptic. It is a delightful little game. And then you can also keep an eye out for Project Reach Extraction coming over to Entropy Emporium starting soon. If you like sci-fi shenanigans like Dot Hack, you're gonna not want to miss it. It's gonna be delightful. And then, of course, if you like magical girls, queer narratives, and stories of hope amongst defeat, you can catch Bloom and Blight, our Girl by Moonlight actual play podcast, wherever you get your podcast at. If it's not there, tell me. I'll put it there. That's a threat and a promise. For episode announcements, clips, and things like that, you can find us on all of the socials, basically, at Bloom and Blight. And for cast and character information, transcripts of all our episodes, and a link to the community Discord server, you can go to bloomandblight.com. We just launched the first bit of our holiday special this week, and the rest of that will be coming shortly. We had the amazing Black Girl Mage Lexi guest GMing for us, which meant Taylor gets to be in the player seat for once, playing our former leader Lily. So it is not one that you will want to miss. Go check that out. It is delightful. It is a fun time. That cast is amazing, just like you all are. That's all I'm allowed to plug for now. So keep an eye on for socials when I'm able to drop more stuff. As I'm able to drop more stuff, I'm gonna go take a nap.
And then joining us for the first time and doing absolutely amazing, absolutely great in this game, Miri.
Hello, I'm Miri. Pronouns they them. I've only so this is like the second game I've done with the Lost Caravan. I did a one-shot game of the Green Knight with other Doc Jim. They were amazing. It was fun. And then this one. I currently have anything other planned, so I'll apply to more one-shots or whatever in the
Yeah.
future, but I'll be lurking in streams
We
because
will
all I do
love
is
to
work
have you.
and watch streams.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed playing this so much. I enjoyed meeting everyone, and I enjoyed everyone's characters. And it was very much fun. Thank you.
That just leaves me. Of course, I'm Andrew, your storyteller for tonight's game, and for most games around here, although you are going to see a bunch of friendly faces behind the GM's chair in the coming weeks, because we have a bunch of great people that want to tell a bunch of great stories, and we are here to support. But that's all we got for tonight. Throw a raid over to our friends at Sword and Key, who are playing something probably. Harbingers. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna go show them some love. So, as always, be good people, do good things, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.